fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzz and fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fight. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, Delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzz and fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers.
All right, we are about ready for kickoff here in Seattle, folks. Again, I do want to apologize once more. I will be slightly behind, as always, when it comes to Fox games, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone in that just watched or listened to Denver and Buffalo. But we are underway here in Seattle. There's the kickoff. That's going to be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25. At the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30. Shaheed at the 20, 10. Touchdown, Seattle. But there is a flag. Oh, my goodness, already. We could have the first points of the game. I can't even speak. Unbelievable start. Again, there is a flag. Shaheed just returned the opening kick. And that is not how you want to start if you're San Francisco. But there is a flag. Is Darnold hurt? He is hurt. I don't know if he's playing. Oh, my gosh. That is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. That just happened as we're just starting the stream again. Rashid Shaheed returning the kick. But there was a flag. John Hussey, the longtime ref. Result is a touchdown. Personal foul. Tripping. I don't know. I'm assuming it's good. Yeah, it's good. Touchdown, Seattle. So, of course, the touchdown turkey, he loves touchdowns. And already, Seattle leading by 6, pending the extra point. Unbelievable. The kicker trying to karate kick the guy. Now, you got to do what you got to do, man. If you're the last man of defense, you just got to get in the way somehow. He tried. He really did try to slide tackle like he's playing soccer. That's pretty crazy. How's it going, Irville? Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys again for tuning in for game number 2. As again, we're just penning the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 7-0 Seattle leading over San Francisco already. 14:47 left to go in the first quarter. Not ideal if you're San Francisco. And again, you know, of course, Darnold has been injured. I don't know if he's been ruled out. Looks like I'm not seeing it on the injury report, so he's going to give it a go. Whether he continues or finishes the game, I don't know. Holy schmoly. What's it called, MMA? I don't know. Indiana versus Oregon. Yep. Yeah, right. The crowd is going crazy. It is. What's the deal with the turkey? Was a deal made? Yes. Yes, it was. What did I just miss? A 195-yard kick return. The script is already scripting. Yep. Kicker throwing his kicking foot at him instead of diving seems like not a super smart decision. Well, he didn't believe it himself to bring the tackle down. I have no problem with it. You know, you got to stop him by any means necessary. He just didn't make it count. Rashid Shaheed made the touchdown. Again, that was the kick return there. There is the kickoff. We're back underway, and that's going to one-hop at the 25. So as soon as Seattle returns, the kicker shanks one. So San Francisco will have it at the 40. So, again, a pretty good start already. You want big plays? Well, there you go. Seattle, big play. San Francisco has the ball at the 40, so you couldn't ask for better field position. Career at Seattle. Brock Purdy apparently is undefeated here in Seattle, so he'll look to keep that going. Of course, the playoffs are a little bit different. MMA is the fighting sport, no MMA. Oh, that's fair. 1st and 10 as Purdy's under center. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. I can't speak. Sorry, guys. As Purdy drops back, play action, looking over the middle. Purdy dancing. He's hit as he throw, and it's going to be a fumble picked up by Seattle at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Seattle. Are they going to say it's incomplete? Oh, my goodness. They're going to say it's incomplete. Oh, man, I don't know. It may have been batted instead. Oh, my goodness. Seattle's defense already. Special teams defense making a huge impact on this game. You like Seattle's uniforms? I like their classic ones. I don't know about their current ones. 2nd and 10. They're going to say again it was incomplete. Purdy in the gun as he drops back looking to his left. He throws. It is going to be caught by Jennings. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of 3. Again, we do have, of course, that's not what I want. I want the other team there. I want Seattle. There you go. I picked the Texans. We do have, of course, emojis in the chat for the members. Feel free, of course, to share your supports for your team down below. 3rd and 6 for San Francisco. They need to get to the 54. Brand new set of downs as they are at the 44. Purdy in the gun. He drops back looking to his right now over the middle. Purdy pump fakes. Moving to his right is Purdy. Purdy on the run. He throws. Caught across the 50. And Tungus makes the catch. And that is a San Francisco 49ers first down as Tungus is going to be given a gain of 7. Drinks per square. Oh, my gosh. The NFL scripted the Rams, Cowboys, Giants will do all the time. I don't know about that. But yeah, what you're saying, with the teams and the markets, all that. 1st and 10 at the 49 as Purdy's under center, sending a man in motion as Purdy hands it off up the middle to McCaffrey. McCaffrey dancing around the 45 and brought down at the 42 for a gain of 7. Stranger repping the 49ers and the Bears. Yin Yang pulling for the Patriots. I just went ahead and made sure I wouldn't forget anybody, so I put all of them in there. Again, I've been granted a lot of emojis because, of course, the members. Thank you guys again for becoming members. And the gifted memberships also helps a lot. Half of them are gifted, so thank you guys. 2nd and 3 at the 42 as Purdy, it's a toss here to Robinson. Robinson lowering his head and is brought down at the 40-yard line for a gain of about 2. Going to set up a 3rd and 1 for the 49ers. Thought how good McCaffrey is. What a player. He is really good. Really solid, Tony. I got you, man. I appreciate you guys. Again, the more emojis I have, the more teams I can put on there. Ideally, if I'm just, again, a huge channel, I just have every team. That'd be pretty cool. Would be pretty cool. 3rd and 1 for the 49ers. They're at the 40 as Purdy's under center. 2 tight ends in tight as he sends a man in motion. Purdy hands it off up the middle. McCaffrey trying to find something. Oh, he cannot. The defense just broke through. Nothing doing. And this will be an interesting call, whatever San Francisco decides to do here. Again, they, of course, on the opening kickoff, Seattle already gifted a free 7 points. That'd be one of the first few members you had. Appreciate you, Chris. Again, thank you guys all for your support. 4th and 1. Purdy in the gun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Purdy lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his right, now over the middle. Moving to his right, throws. It is caught. And after a huge timeout, Seattle. Oh, my gosh. They let the play go for about 4 or 5 seconds. And Shanahan is livid. And I don't blame him. What the heck was that? That is pretty crazy. Great tackle. That was way too late. It was, Tony. That was ridiculous. I've never seen that. That was insane. That was a solid 4 or 5, that was solid 4 or 5 seconds. Pop-Tart for the talk at half. I appreciate you, Don. I do have Pop-Tarts back there. I am hungry. Make sure, again, to leave a W for Don. Appreciate you, man. $2. That is awesome. How can you call a time after the play? You can't. That was pretty bad. That was as atrocious as it comes. You're glad that Allen and the Bills are gone? Yeah, a lot of Bills fans, I bet, or a lot of Bills haters, or, of course, Chiefs fans, or, Patriots fans. Pretty happy about that. 4th and 1, they need to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs as Purdy takes the snap in, hands it off to Juszczyk, who is going to pitch it to McCaffrey, and fumbles it out of bounds, and it's not going to happen. And the Seahawks will take over as they really went for it there. Again, I don't know about that. And, of course, Shanahan's livid. Again, they had just converted it earlier. That is pretty ridiculous, in my opinion. Again, you call a timeout after the play had went on, and now you don't get it. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Sticker on the box. But I was like, you like the orange Pop-Tarts? There is like a sticker on the box here. So I'll rip it off here. Don't know. It's just a little... Yeah, let me go. I don't know. So anyway, these are the greatest Pop-Tarts of all time. And if you've never had them, that's actually pretty clear there on the screen. But if you've never had them, make sure to have them. Chocolate chip. These are so good. And yeah, you should have some before it's all said and done. You got to eat something. I will. I'm sure I will. What did Dumb play? Oh, yeah, that was pretty crazy. BOA must lie to eat the Pop-Tart since they won the Pop-Tart Bowl. I guess so, Arizona. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. You're a brown sugar cinnamon guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, like I just said, the chocolate chip, that is the go-to. Rest home from work after the game. Gotcha. So never gotten that timeout. Yeah, it was pretty crazy there, Hammer. Blueberry Pop-Tarts. Everyone says blueberry. Doc really deserves that Pop-Tart sponsorship. I don't think it happens. Would be pretty cool, though. At least Tom Brady calls it unbiased, and he has knowledge of the game. I'm still stick with you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, again, I do apologize. My voice apparently didn't get the proper amount of rest, or maybe too much rest, because I'm already kind of shot for the second game. But, you know, we'll just keep powering through. I didn't actually eat any honey. I should have eaten honey. Honey usually helps, but should have had some honey before I started this one. Toasted, plain, or frozen? Toasted's good. It's just, you know, sometimes I just don't toast them, but toasted's really good. I've never had frozen, actually. You like the strawberry frosted ones? Those are pretty solid. Get the top Pop-Tart talk out of the way early. Yeah, for sure. Make sure to do that. Yeah. It always happens. It always happens. So they do have video footage here of that late timeouts. So, yeah, no, it looks like the referee did whistle and blow the whistle pretty soon. But the problem is, I guess, in Seattle, you know, it's so loud. They couldn't quite hear it. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Looks like that is Darnold out there. Darnold under center, trips to the right, one to the left as Darnold hands it off down the right side, cuts inside. It's ripped across the 45, tackled at the 47. That is Kenneth Walker with the carry. So let's see here. Boston cream toasted strudels. They're pretty good toasted strudels. I just don't really have them much as Darnold drops back looking, throws it in the middle. It's caught at the 49, crosses the 50. He's got the first down as he's brought down around the 45. And that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. How's it going, Quantavion? Good to see you, man. That is RFK, if those of you guys are wondering. How about them Pitt Panthers? I don't know, they're pretty terrible, if I had to guess. You don't trust toasters. Interesting. 1st and 10 at the 45 as Darnold drops back. He steps up, throws over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Jackson Smith-Njigba. Lenore on the coverage. Cajun crab dip. It's so delicious. Interesting. If you're lactose intolerant and have milk with your Pop-Tart, is that a Pop-Tart? I guess so. I'm not lactose intolerant, but again, for some reason, that lasagna really messed up the stomach for my wife and I. My wife is lactose intolerant, but she still had some. I don't know. It's interesting. 2nd and 10 at the 45 as Darnold's going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Darnold tosses down the left side. This is Charbonnet with his carry. He's at the 40, 35, and is ripped out of bounds close to the 30-yard line. That is another Seattle Seahawks first down. It wasn't a timeout. He was just clapping. I guess I should have seen that. Look more closely, I guess. I should have looked more closely there, HD. Could just be the meat and the lasagna. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not lactose. But again, my wife, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still going to have it, though. I like it. I really did enjoy it, to be honest with you. I really did. I'll put myself through the pain. 1st and 10 at the 30 as Darnold's under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right as Darnold hands it off down the right side, cuts inside Charbonnet, And he's going to be tripped up at the 27-yard line for a gain of 3. And Seattle, of course, already pretty much spawned in with 7 points, again with the kick return touchdown, giving them, of course, the opening score on the first play of the game. So 7-0 is your score against San Francisco. Had a little drive. They then converted a 4th down, but then, of course, halfway through the play, it was whistled dead, timeout, and they didn't convert. Now Seattle, of course, with their first offensive possession, they're at the San Francisco 27. 2nd and 6. Darnold in the gun. He drops back, looking to his left, throws. It's caught at the 22, and Kupp going to be pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line for a gain of about 5, setting up a 3rd and 1. You're pretty good at messing that part up and not ending well. Well, I don't know. This one, again, this was frozen. I don't know. It was just really odd. Or the cheese, possibly. Celtics put 82 on the Hawks in the first half. That 29-point lead. Some crazy games today. Yeah, it is interesting. 3rd and 1. Looks like they're lined up to do the tush push. And he's trying to bait them. And he takes the snap, and he's got the first down. As he's going to be brought down around the 19. San Francisco saying that they stopped him, but he clearly did not. And that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. So I change up the stuff here. Sorry, folks. Got to change out some stuff. Was it Stouffer's? Yes. You might have left some plastic on it. No, we did not leave the plastic on it. 1st and 10 at the 20. Darnold in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He sends a man in motion as he will not do anything because there's a flag. That's going to back him up 5. Let's see here. Remember how unstoppable the couple was on the Rams? Yeah, it was pretty good. Try to get these spots out of here. Thanks for the touchdowns. Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem, Jay. Time consuming, yeah. Need a bunch, yeah. Get that bot. No, I'm the mod. I'm the mod, folks. I'm the only one. 1st and 15 at the 25. Under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Darnold hands it off down the right side. This is Walker. Walker turning the corner, lowering the shoulder, crossing the 20, brought down at the 19 for a gain of 6. Setting up a 2nd and 9. Stouffer's usually hard to get the plastic off the sides. Oh, we made sure we were good, but I don't know. Maybe we did mess up. I don't know. But I thought we got it. 2nd and 10 for Seattle. Under center is Darnold. Receiver left, receiver to the right. As Darnold looks around and takes the snap and play action. Drops back, rolling to his right. Darnold throws, caught at the 12 and spun out of bounds for a gain of about 7 or 8, setting up a 3rd and 2 as the Cooper chants reign here in Seattle. Mods go. Well, they're mods in name only. They're really only so I can pick out the OGs, really. If you're a mod, you're an OG. But they're not really mods. They're just kind of there. Oh, this is a good game. Hopefully, William. Hopefully. 3rd and 1. They're at the 11 as Darnold hands it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet is blown up in the backfield. That's a loss of 3. And the 49er defense rises to the occasion. As Coach Sala loving it. Looks like it was halfback counter there to Charbonnet, and Charbonnet had no chance. Got 34, 31. Can't believe the Broncos won. Yep. Good to see you, Lyrical. Good to see you, man. Where's your mod? You're not in there. No. You know what you've done. This would be a 31-yard attempt. As the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 10-0 Seattle leading over San Francisco with 5:06 left to go in the first quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Trying to catch up in chat here. You're an OG. You are. That is true, Hammer. That is true. You're an OG. I don't know. Okay. All right. Again, OG, I felt like meant inside 50 subscribers. I don't know if Hammer again. I don't know. We will cross that bridge whenever we get there in the future, folks. Again, I appreciate you guys so much, but, I can't hand out mods to everybody for sure. And again, it was really for the inside 50 crowd, maybe 100. I'm not too sure. But yeah. What, 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. 114 sub, you're not I don't know. Again, we'll just worry about that later. Don't forget to hit the like button. It helps out a lot. You always do. Appreciate it, Chris. RFK and Hammer. Maybe again in the future. I don't know. We'll see. What player scored the touchdown? That was Rashid Shaheed. Again, that was a kick return. 6K, yep. You're a legit OG. I mean, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, no, again, this started in March, folks, so 10 months. But definitely. Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy times. There, OGs, can I be a 1G or 2G? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Shakir on the kickoff. No, not Shakir, Shaheed. Shakir was the Bills. Let's see here. Again, we do have a poll. Feel free, of course, to vote in that poll. Right now, 56% of you guys with the Seahawks, 44% of you guys with the 49ers. Told you before, but I discovered you when you were around 1K trying to find illegal college streams on here. It always get bad, but then I watched once and I haven't left since. Appreciate you, man. That's funny. Yeah. That's great. Hawks are demolishing the Niners. Yeah, I mean, it's early, but yeah. There's a crazy kickoff. Yep, for sure. 94 yards. He was 95, but yeah. Seahawks need to do an onside kick and to get another touchdown. I don't know about that. I don't remember what subscriber I was, but I knew you'd be big time. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Falcon. Yeah, no, I think you subbed around in August, so I was around, I think, 250, 300. I don't know, maybe 350, 400 there in August. Yeah. Yep, definitely a lot of rapid growth. Your G depends on how many subs you delay. Had multiples of thousands. There we go. I like that. That is going to be fielded at the 70s, at the 10, 15, 20. Cuts inside, stumbling at the 25, and ripped down at the 28. And still some pushing and shoving there. And they're still pushing and shoving. There's no flags, no nothing. This is interesting. So it looks like they're just blowing their whistles, but no flags happening. So anyway, they'll have it again around the 28-yard line. You're in the 5G range. That's recent. That must have been around this month, I think, or maybe late December. And I appreciate you guys for sure. 1st and 10 at the 28 as Purdy in the gun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Purdy hands it off up the middle. And he's crossing the 30, brought down at the 31 for a gain of 3. As I take care of another bot. Looks like the 3rd or 4th member that counts. Yeah, no, it does. It does. Not OG, but a big Doc fan. Would love to swat some bots while I watch. Just hit me up. All right, I'll keep that in mind for sure. Again, I'll actually have to legit find some mods for sure. I will. So if you're eager to do it, make sure to let me know. 2nd and 7 as Purdy in the gun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Purdy sending a man in motion. He drops back looking over the middle. Purdy throws. It's caught the 35. He's at the 40. And Tuggus, he loses the ball. And it's recovered by Seattle. And he's tackled inside the 40. Oh, my goodness. Seattle is all over San Francisco right now. And San Francisco is deteriorating before our very eyes. As the Seattle defense, that's a clear-cut fumble right there. Oh, my gosh. This game not looking Could be a one-sided game. Let's see here. There's a bot. Yeah, I'll try to get him as long as I can. This game could get out of hand. Yeah. August or October, gotcha. It says something about how you're doing by your channel growth. Yeah, no, we're moving up. We're moving up again. Just in August, we're at 350, around that number. 343 is when I got back from my vacation from Pennsylvania. That was in late July. And yeah, we're moving up. But, I'm a little worried about football ending because, these crowds will go away. So, got to start over when it comes to college basketball, hockey, which, again, I won't really do much hockey, but some college basketball, and, of course, MLB. Hooked you up with CeeLo. Deserves some props. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I wonder where CeeLo not doing the games today. It was a little shocking to see. CeeLo, yeah, he's a friend of the, of the channel. I think I knew him. Or, JJ knew him. Rhino knew him. I didn't really speak to him until, I guess, about a few months ago. We still have yet to chat off camera or anything like that, but yeah. Let's see here. What am I? Miss Fatty again. Yeah, appreciate you, Tammy. Miss Tammy, it's been fun. The Thanksgiving games were good. The Christmas games were good. Think it's over? I don't know. I don't know if it's over, but it's definitely trending that way. Pretty big, Doc, if people are fighting over being your mods. Apparently, you'll be here for college basketball and baseball. Yeah, I don't know if I do college baseball. We'll see. College baseball. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I might do it. I might not. I don't know. No excuses, but the Niners injuries could be catching up to them. Yeah, for sure. Under 100. Nice. Well, thank you, Deacon. See this on a cruise with his wife. Oh, I see. Drake, May, this guy. You didn't do nothing, Quantavion. Think over. Depends. So you can do college baseball. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I didn't call any last year. We'll see. I mean, it could be good for the channel. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry about the Steelers. I really wanted them to win, beat the Patriots, but they didn't really play that good. They did not, David. They played like absolute trash. They were terrible. And definitely ready for the next chapter of the Steelers. 1st and 10 for Seattle. They're at the 42. Darnold under center, receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Walker in the backfield as he sends a man in motion. That is Bobo. As Darnold, play action, rolling to his right. Darnold under pressure. Darnold goes down. That is a sack. Mustafa, the safety. And Darnold already hobbling. And that, again, he has the issue with the oblique. He is not at 100%. Wow, Mustafa just, flat out just had a free run at the quarterback. Your fans love watching your stream on Twitch as they raked in views 5 times your stream. All right, thank you. 2nd and 20 at the 48 as Darnold drops back, looking over the middle. Darnold looking, throws. It is caught. Oh, and he's going to have the first down. Ripped out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Huge play by Cooper Kupp. And again, that is a Seattle Seahawks first down, a gain of about 21 yards. Tiffany was here earlier. Yes. Think the touchdown turkey also causes fumbles in both games. Possibly. Rodgers playing at 60 is kind of hard to win. I don't really blame Rodgers for that loss. I mean, he didn't play good. That was just a rough game all around. 1st and 10 at the 31 as Darnold drops back, looking to his right. Now over the middle, throws it into the ground. Incomplete. He was under heavy duress there, as there was nothing doing. Darnold trying to get rid of it quickly. Again, he took the sack last time. You're done watching the NFL. Sorry, Steve. I know Steve is a big Josh Allen fan. Yeah, Tiffany was here. Again, folks, obviously, again, you don't have to tune into every game. Appreciate you guys. I mean, I really do. Seeing you guys here, seeing the same names over and over again, that's pretty neat. But, again, it's not a requirement. You guys are free to live your life the way you want it. 2nd and 10 at the 31 as Darnold drops back looking over the middle. Darnold, heavy pressure, stepping up. He throws it to the end zone, incomplete, and there's a flag. Shaheed was flat out tackled before the ball got there. It's just shy of the end zone, so pardon my call there. They're going to mark him down, looks like around the 4-yard line. Or pardon me, the 8. Yeah, Shaheed was just pushed down. That's a tough one. And he knew it immediately. You think Roger's getting old? Oh, yeah, he's definitely, yeah, for sure. Personally, I'd love to have him back next year. I don't think he is coming back. I think he is moving on. Whether he retires or not, I don't know. 1st and goal at the 8 is Darnold's under center, receiver to left. Tight end in tight. Walker in the backfield as he hands it off to Walker up the middle, crossing the 10, and is going to be ripped down at the 4-yard line for a gain of 4. That results in 2nd and goal. Again, 2:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Seattle leading 10-0. Darnold doesn't pass the confetti test. Yeah, that's fair. I did see it for one point, but I don't know if I'm seeing it anymore, to be honest with you. Go Patriots, yep. 49ers are pushing the self-destruct button. Chris, appreciate you, man. Mod Prime, just mess with you. You're the best, Doc. Appreciate you, Chris. Again, make sure to put a W in the chat for Chris. Thank you for the $5, as always, sir. Thank you for your support. 2nd and goal at the 4 as Darnold. Play action, rolling to his left. Darnold looking to the end zone. Throws. It is caught. Touchdown, Seattle. That was a confetti-looking throw there as he finds Jackson Smith-Njigba for a 4-yard passing touchdown, and Seattle leading 16-0, and we're still here in the first quarter. Oh, man, that was a nice throw, and of course you're throwing it to JSN. You know he's going to get a knee down before he steps out of bounds or rolls out of bounds. Wow. 16-0. I don't think that's how San Francisco thought they would start their day off. We're just pending the snap here. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 17-0. 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. They cut to the camera, but they were off by the timing, I guess. I don't know. That was kind of weird. But yeah, 17-0. Oh my goodness. It's game over. I don't know about that, but it's looking like it could be. Again, I apologize. I'm freezing over here, so I got the blanket everywhere. Don't forget the touchdown. Nope, for sure. Great start for the Seahawks. Is the turkey related to the Seahawks? He is not. JSN, he's good. Want to welcome the Bills fans to the Couch Club. You're in good company from a Bucks fan. This guy. That's pretty good. Okay, let's get this dang bot out of here. Marlon Dawson, you are a sellout. Selling your account so you can promote that. You're a sellout, you bum. Let's see. Still first quarter. Yep. Sea turkey. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here. Game is over. I'm going to order a few hobby boxes and find a snack. Okay. Well, have fun, Thomas. Al might never win a ring. He might not. He might not. Get a funnel, this guy. This may foreshadow Monday's game. Hopefully not, HD. Don't you dare wish that. I want a good game on Monday. It would be fun. Don't forget to touch that turkey. Oh, yeah, we got him. Allen needs to leave Buffalo if he wants a ring. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that the Bills' the window might be over. Oh, my gosh. Again, they had it. They had a window where they dominated the AFC East, and they couldn't take advantage. Now, of course, the Patriots are good. So the division obviously not a guarantee anymore. And obviously they didn't win it this year. That is pretty wild. Pretty wild. Yeah, it might be over for the Bills. Still hanging. Nice. Josh is my quarterback, but looked bad today. He did not look good. He looked pretty bad. Romo and Allen sitting at the bar with a tear in their beard. This guy. Windows for Allen is closed. Yep. It is. It is not looking ideal if you're a Bills fan, because this was it. Again, the NFL made sure to let us know for a while now, like, oh yeah, no Mahomes, no Burrow, no Jackson. So this is it. This is the best shot. All right, we're working our way back here to Seattle again. It's 17-0. Seattle leading San Francisco, as this game is pretty one-sided. There is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded in the end zone for a touchback, and San Francisco will start it off at the 35-yard line. You have one plain slice of bread. What do I do with it? No toasting? Why don't you want to make a toast? I mean, that's the one thing you should do. I don't know. Do you have another loaf of bread? Just make a triple-decker sandwich. He gets fired from the Bills? Definitely McDermott for sure. Well, you gotta leave my Texans out. Tomorrow we'll make you a swarm believer. No, I didn't leave the Texans out. I mean, they're looking fine. 1st and 10 at the 35 as Purdy's under center, sending a man in motion. As Purdy sends him in motion again, he takes the snap, play action, drops back. Purdy swings it out. It's caught by McCaffrey. It's a screen. 35, 40, 45, and pushed forward to the 47 for a gain of 12. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. Matt Stafford, yep. Grilled cheese with one sliced bread. Yeah, you can always just, you can make it happen. Just one. You like bacon grease toast. Sounds interesting. Peanut butter. Yeah, you just put peanut butter on it. Yeah, I could see that. 1st and 10 at the 45. They only gave him 10 there. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Purdy sending a man in motion. He hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey stumbles forward. Not going to get much as he's tripped up at the 46 for just a yard. Bacon grease toast. It sounds good. I'm not going to lie. Crab salad on bread. You never know. Small batch of bread pudding. Yeah, I guess so. You think the Seahawks going to score 50 points? I don't think so. I think 50 would be pretty... That's a lot of points. I just don't see that happening, but 40 is possible. 2nd and 9 as Purdy is going to lift the leg and takes the snap, drops back. Looking to his right, dumps it off. It's caught, and he's going to stumble his way to the 50. Brought down at the 49 as they are now in Seattle territory. And that will most likely take us to the end of the first quarter again. 17-0. Seattle leading over San Francisco. And San Francisco is clearly in shambles. So 17-0. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Poached egg on grilled bread. You had a lot of options there. Just opened a new can of peanut butter for my bread. There you go. There you go. Do you guys like crunchy or creamy? So when I was younger, creamy all the way. But now that I'm older, crunchy. You got to go crunchy. You don't get crunchy, man, you're missing out. Celery for that peanut butter. Yep, celery on peanut butter. It's a classic. It's a classic. Exclude the heel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened, how you let have one piece of bread. But, again, don't know why you didn't want toast. I guess you don't have a toaster. You like creamy? Creamy, okay. Thought this one was a close game. Me too. Peanut butter. You'd have butter and sugar on bread. Interesting. I've never had that. Butter and sugar. Sugar on butter. Interesting. 35 years old when he won his first Super Bowl. Yeah, that's true. But Josh Allen, I don't know if he's going to be as physically gifted at 35. So I don't know. If you like crunch, you need to go to an asylum. This guy, creamy. So you guys are all creamy. Peter Pan. So I like Skippy. I'm a Skippy guy. Peanut butter suggestion. Yep. Honey roasted crunchy. Okay, we got some crunchy now. There we go. You crunchy guys aren't letting me down. Crunchy is gross. How's it gross? You get peanuts. It's so good. You'll return to creamy in 30 years when your teeth start to fall. Yeah, possibly. So I'll enjoy it while I can, huh? Celery is good with peanut butter. Yep, it is. Crunchy peanut butter is elite. I know. That's what I'm saying. Crunchy peanut butter is the way to go. You're too lazy to get your toaster, this guy. I've always loved crunchy since I was young, but nowadays I love creamy with honey. Okay. I've seen a lot of honey, yeah. Creamy with honey. Peanut Pan was all your mom bought when you was a kid. Yeah, we got Skippy and Jif, but Skippy is what we do. Skippy is almost bad as crunchy. You're just a hater, Quantavion, to be honest with you. Hater. Hater. You love Skippy. Make a poll, crunchy or creamy. Maybe. Yeah, I'll do that for halftime. How about that? Got some texture. You gotta get texture for sure. Crunchy always. There we go. Look at you. Appreciate you, man. Crunchy crowd going strong here. 3rd and 5 for San Francisco. They need to get to the 44.5 for a brand new set of downs. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Pardon me. McCaffrey in the backfield. As Purdy drops back, he's looking over middle. He steps up. Purdy moving to his right. Purdy under pressure. Throws it across the field. It's caught at the 45, and he's hit sticked at the 40-yard line. Tungus with the catch. And that is a San Francisco 49er first down. That is a big no-no. But I guess in this situation, why not? Purdy moving to his right, throwing it across the field. Of course, it really wasn't a great throw. But he found his intended targets for a first down. 1st and 10 as they're at the 39. Purdy under center, sending a man in motion. Purdy to toss to McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to find some space and won't find much. He finds 2 yards, nothing more. Let's see here. Skippy and Peter Griffin, great value. Great value. That's okay. That's fair. Yeah. I guess I was, blessed to have Skippy. We did have a lot of great value bread, though. Yeah, and it fell apart so much. I didn't like great value bread. I'm like, no, why? It was really cool when we got the, I can't remember. Can't remember the brand's name. It's a yellow packaging. 2nd and 8 at the 38 as Purdy drops back. He's looking, finds McCaffrey, cuts inside the 35, the 30, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. Jif Creamy, yeah, I've had that plenty. It's good stuff, but again, I prefer crunchy. This game ain't over. No, for sure. Just rooting for a great game. I think we all are. Yeah, we all are. Planters, honey roasted peanuts. Yeah, those are some good peanuts for sure. Planters. Peter Pan was the cheap one when I was a kid. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies. Oh, those are so good. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. And there's a timeout. Timeout San Francisco. Shanahan sharing some words with the referee. Again, he has been very irate tonight. Of course, I can understand one of the reasons for sure. There's a Mandela effect on the peanut butter. No, trust me, I'm all for the Mandela effect. I will push back because people say there's Jiffy peanut butter. It was just Jif. It always was Jif. You're thinking of the cornbread Jiffy. No, I will push back on this one. But I am all for the other ones. I am all for the other ones. For sure, on the Mandela effect. My dad is a Jif snob. He won't eat any other peanut butter. Yeah, there are some people that are really passionate. Like in like our family, my intermediate family, we like Skippy. We're a Skippy family. But my cousins, my dad's sister, Jif, and it's pretty passionate about the peanut butters. Again, I'll eat Jif, but Skippy is to me superior. 1st and 10 at the 29 as Purdy is in the pistol. He drops back looking to his left. Purdy steps up. He throws it down the left side. It is overthrown. Incomplete. Pass intended for Juwan Jennings. Kobe Bryant there in on the coverage. You put peanut butter on Eggo waffles. That sounds good. Store brand Pop-Tarts acceptable? Oh, yeah, for sure. They're not, again, they're not as good, but they are acceptable. I like the chocolate fudge store brand Pop-Tarts. The other ones, give me the strawberries good. It just depends, again, on the store. But, I've had the Great Value ones. The local grocery store ones are pretty good. The Dollar General ones are fine. Yeah, no, for sure. 2nd and 10 at the 29 as Purdy drops back. He's moving to his right. He floats it away. Incomplete. Finding it out of bounds. Witherspoon on the coverage, wagging his finger there. Drums or flats? Drums. I don't really like wings, though, and it's too much work. Never heard of that one, Quantavian. I don't know if you're being genuine there. Cornucopia is definitely real. That's one of the ones that is 100% real. They are flat out lying to us, man. It's a psyop. It is a psyop. 3rd and 10 at the 29. Purdy in the gun. He drops back, looking to his left. Purdy moving, dancing, moving to his right. Throws. It is caught at the 25. McCaffrey. Oh, he takes a big hit at the 22-yard line. Going to be well short of the line to gain. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They will have to settle for 3. That was like peanut butter and bananas. Yes. Jif peanut commercial. Hold on. The chat's moving fast about peanut butter. Choose moms. Choose Jif. It was always Jif. Interesting. You can tell it's a boring game with the peanut butter talk. Apparently, it's not bad. It's not bad. 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 17-3. Seattle leading over San Francisco. San Francisco finding their first points of the game with a Panero kick. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Skippy Extra Country. You're speaking my language there, traitor. You are no traitor to me. Well, I was thinking of traitor, like betraying, but that is not how it's spelled. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. Saw a picture of raspberry and peanut butter Uncrustables the other day. No idea they were a thing. Now it requires a raspberry. Interesting. Yeah, I'm used to strawberry, grape. I know there's chocolate. And I think that's it. Daughter said she wants a venti mocha cookie crumble from Starbucks. I'll be prepared to shell out some serious cash for that. I don't know what that is, but I know it's Starbucks, and it's pretty pricey. How's Pittman's? They're doing terrible. Genuinely terrible. They're not making the tournament, unless they win the ACC tournament. Does pineapple belong on pizza? No, it does not. How can a man not like hot wings? It's too much work, It's great. It tastes fantastic. Hot wings are great. Well, I don't know. I don't really like hot, to be honest with you. I like wings, but yeah, no, it's just way too much work. I can't do it. Can't do it. Seattle keeps tackling like this. San Fran cannot win. Exactly. They're all over it. There's not much yak, for sure. Chicken wings are a staple. Yeah, they're okay. Uncrustables I've seen at Walmart's and Kroger's. Gotcha. Can't say I use peanut butter, but never this guy. Hit stick. Hit stick is a term from Madden. It's an old Madden term from the PlayStation 2 days. Wings are good, but not enough meat. Exactly. Say Montana Rice would own all the records that played today's. Oh, for sure, Jay. You're not wrong there. I would probably agree with you. How are they doing in the game right now? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they're losing. Peanut butter and bacon sandwiches are the best on toast. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Never had that, but I don't know. Peanut butter and bacon. Chris, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm giving that a shot. Peanut butter and bacon. Maybe I would probably I'd give it a bite. I would give it a bite. Josh Allen with one of the performances of all time. You know it. No pineapple on pizza. Yep. Pineapple belongs on ham and ham goes on pizza. No. No. Give me a plate of spicy wings and some baseball and you're a happy man. Fair enough. Fair enough. Boneless wings all day. There we go. They're pretty much chicken nuggets, but hey, I'm not a chicken nugget guy. I like chicken tenders, not chicken nuggets. And I would prefer the boneless wings because, yeah, it is not worth the effort. We're going to way back here to Seattle. Whereas again, Seattle leading 17-3. Fields at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shaheed at the 35 and brought down at the 37-yard line. Another nice return for the Seattle return man, the former Saints. And Seattle will once again take the field. Again, they've been looking pretty solid. 17-3. Again, 11:52 left to go in the second. I won't regret it. We'll see. For being a troll, I think she'll let me slide. If you were a troll, I didn't think you were trolling. 1st and 10 at the 37 as Darnold's under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Darnold takes the snap and hands it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet lowering the shoulder, lowering the head, and is going to be gang tackled at the 39 for a gain of 2. Charbonnet has had a few carries so far in this one. No such thing as boneless wing. That's fair. Boneless wings are a fat tender. They're not. No, there's a difference between a tender and a nugget. See, yeah, Quantavion, you don't know ball when it comes to food because real ones know tenders and fingers are different than nuggets. Completely different. Completely different. 2nd and 8 at the 39 as Darnold's in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Darnold takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right, now to his left, swings it out. It's caught by Walker, cuts inside the 35, it's at the 40, spins around, and it's tackled at the 45-yard line for a gain of about 6, pardon me, as that'll make it 3rd and about 2. Let's see here. Let me back up. When I was in basic training for the Air Force for a quick meal, we'd eat peanut butter with banana on a piece of bread for a meal. We called it a warrior breakfast. Sounds great. Sounds great. 3rd and 2 at the 45. They need to get to the 47 for a brand new set of downs. Darnold sending a man in motion. That is Shaheed. As Darnold takes the snap, play action, drops back. Darnold steps up. He chucks it down the field. It is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Shaheed, and Seattle most likely will punt. Boneless bites are best. No bone in the way. Yeah, again, like the meat on the wing to me tastes better, but it's just not worth the effort. It's so small. It's so small. Not worth it. You'll be lazy to take the nugget wing. Yeah. Tenders are worse than nuggets. Yeah, okay. All right. Completely lost there, Quintavion. Michael Dixon ready to punt as there's the snap, and here is the punt. And looks like that is going to be bouncing at the 5 and rolls out of bounds at the 4. Nice punt. 51-yard punt. You couldn't ask for a better punt. Great stuff. And that is where San Francisco will take over with 10-12 left to go in the first half. Maybe you're wrong about Darnold. Darnold's okay. He's playing all right. Didn't think Darnold would play. With Darnold playing with the Niners, don't have a chance. Yeah, I mean, he's all right. Thank you for your service. Yeah, no, thank you for your service. Wookie, appreciate you, man. My dad was in the Army Reserve. My grandfather was in the Army for a little bit. And me... I couldn't do that, I guess. I'm not man enough. And I know that. I'm a wimp. I really am a wimp. Elvis like grilled peanut butter, banana, and bacon. Sounds pretty good. Oh my gosh. If Afghanistan, we could use the little Tabasco bottles from the Mrays to bait the scorpions into fighting, but the hard part was finding someone to par with their hot sauce. Oh, wow. Wings take a little longer to eat is what makes them perfect for sports. That's not a bad take, Hammer. That's not a bad take at all. You're making too much sense, Doc. Yeah, I don't know about that. 49ers need to climb back into this with a touchdown. They can. Again, they're going to be deep in their own territory. That's a good punt by Dixon. But yeah, they can. I mean, again, they get a touchdown here. It's a one-score game, so all that momentum, all that blowout talk is pretty much over with. Can't believe you might see Darnold outperform Allen. Yeah. I mean, that is possible. It's on the table. They called him Fat Elvis for a reason, did they? I didn't know that. Bo Nix broke his ankle and is done for the year. No way! Todd, you're kidding. Oh, that'd be huge if true. Jarrett Stidham will oh my gosh, no way. He fractured his ankle. Breaking news. Wow. That is pretty insane. I can't believe it. I'm looking. I'll go to next commercial break. I'll show you guys on Twitter. That is insane. Darn News was a head. What news was a head fake? Head fake for Vegas. Oh. Okay, I know what you're saying. Maybe. 1st and 10 at the 5 as Purdy's under center. He hands it off. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey stumbling forward at the 10 and spun around and tackled at the 12-yard line. Again, we'll go ahead. Next commercial break, I will show you guys the actual stuff. That way you can see it for yourselves. That is pretty crazy. Broncos are done for, Doc. Todd, that is crazy stuff. That is crazy stuff. What did they, Todd, did they say what play? What play it was? 2nd and 3. As Purdy's going to be under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pardon my voice. As Purdy hands it off up the middle, this is McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to be tackled at the 15-yard line for a gain of 3. During the overtime drive. Wow. Winner of Texans Pats then. Possibly. That is insane. All right, what other free agent quarterbacks are out there, folks? That is pretty insane. 1st and 10 for San Francisco again, starting this drive at their own 5. They need something here. Again, the momentum has been against them the whole time. As they're at the 15, Purdy under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Purdy sending the Tungus in motion as Purdy drops back. He's looking, moving to his right. Purdy steps up, throws it. It's caught at the 20. Tungus at the 25 and tackled at the 30-yard line. That is a gain of 16. They'll mark him down to 31. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. All things coming up, Millhouse. Patriots, let's go. Yep. Doc Bo Nix looked fine. I know, he looked fine. It didn't look like he was injured, but man, that is crazy, Jacob. That is huge. Ring for the Patriots, this guy. 1st and 10 at the 31 as Purdy's going to be in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. As Purdy, play action, looking over the middle, throws. It is caught at the 45, and the Tungus is tackled at the 47-yard line. Huge play, gain of 16. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. Tungus has done a great job filling in for Kittle tonight. Tungus already at 59 yards on 5 catches. The throw is just over the fingertips of the linebacker Jones. Looks like Rodgers going to Denver. Yeah, I don't know about that. He played through on that. That is tough. A fractured ankle. 1st and 10. Hands it off up the middle to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to be tackled at the 48, 49-yard line for a gain of about 2. Tell you what, Bo Nix just got a lot of credits, or a lot of cred, street cred with, playing through that injury. So that is huge. But yeah, you're almost in tears. Oh, it'll be okay, Todd. It'll be okay. That is pretty brutal, though. 2nd and 8 for San Francisco as they are at the 49. Purdy in the gun, sending a man in motion, trips to the right, one to the left, sending McCaffrey in motion once again. Purdy drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy swings it out. It's caught by McCaffrey at the 50. He's at the 45, steps out around the 43. Going to mark him down at the 42. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. Again, this drive started at their own 5. They've done a very solid job of just moving up the field. Rodgers and Denver. Yeah, I don't think that's not happening. You can't trade, or you have to find someone that's a free agent, essentially. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Approaching 6 minutes, by the way, here in the first half. 49ers with more first downs than Seattle tonight, 8-6. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and there is a timeout, San Francisco, with 6:03 left to go in the first half. So let me go ahead. Stidham has his Foles moment. Yeah, maybe. Drew Brees for 1 game. Phillip Rivers did it. Yeah, I mean, maybe. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can load up my Twitter. I mean, that is pretty crazy stuff, folks. I mean, that is unbelievable. I'm not verified. Yes, I know that. Nick Wright. Yep. Josh Allen. Let your teammates down. Yes, you did. Rage quit. Okay. A lot of stuff just clouding the Bills on my timeline. Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to find something. Let me go ahead and just type in Ari. That's the safest. Ari Marov. He just retweets everything. All right, so here we go. So there's Ari Marov. Got a Rhonda for Senate thing. Jared Stidham will start in the NFC Championship Game versus the Texans. Bo Nix fractured his ankle. His season is over. 100% the football guys. What a stupid comment. Someone roast that guy for what? Buffalo beat themselves at the end. Yeah. A lot of language there. But yeah, what an idiot. What football gods. So played a healthy Josh Allen. Yeah, that is brutal stuff. Oh my gosh. You can't, you hate to see it. Do you follow soccer? Sometimes, every now and then. I like soccer. I just I haven't followed it much. I mean, when there's football on, football season is football season, So after this, I'll probably be watching a lot more Premier League stuff on Saturdays. I do like Bournemouth. I know they're not that great this year. Shefty rips my heart out. Yeah, that is tough. Jack Youngblood broke his leg in the first playoff game, finished the game, and then played all the way through the Super Bowl with a broken leg. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to imagine they're going to go with Stidham, but man, I mean, play Pokemon, this guy. But, yeah, that is pretty wild. So, Bo Nix is out for the rest of the playoffs. So, again, it could be as the winner of the Texans-Patriots game could be, or most likely will be, the favorites, as they will travel to Denver to face their backup quarterback in Jarrett Stidham. Interesting. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Again, they've had a good drive here. They're at the 42. Purdy in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left as he hands it off to number 5. Hands it off to McCaffrey. It's back to Purdy. Swings it out. It's caught by Robinson at the 45 and is going to be tackled at the 41. All that for a yard. As a fellow Steeler fan, who would you prefer to be the next coach? I don't know, just someone on the offense. I don't really have a name in mind, but just I need an offensive coordinator as a head coach, because you hire a good defensive coordinator, you hire a great offensive coordinator, that offensive coordinator, if he does a great job, he's going to be ripped away. So you got to hire someone on the offense. Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. He did. 2nd and 9 at the 41 as Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the 40, spun around, and it's going to be tackled after a gain of 3 there for McCaffrey. Tackled at the 38. Rivers looked decent. He did. Rough-in quarterback call towards the end. I don't know. Again, it really wasn't a huge hit. I don't know. John Gruden? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think John Gruden's coming to Pittsburgh. Bo Nix, yep. It is crazy stuff. Bo Nix has been ruled out. 3rd and 6 at the 38. They need to get to the 32 for a brand new set of downs as Purdy drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy, pump fakes, throws. It is a diving attempt. It is caught by Ricky Pearsall. Huge catch. That is a San Francisco 49er. First down. Are they going to say it's incomplete? Oh, no, that came out incomplete, or at least for me, that's what I'm seeing. They are going to say it's incomplete. Thanks for Kirkaz here, Louisville fan. Yeah, no, Kirkaz was great with Bournemouth, but he apparently is struggling with Liverpool. Learned that some of the brands of peanut butter are made in Montreal. I did not know that. It's interesting. Let's see here. Shales is not ready for the Steelers. Then I would try McDaniel Stefanski. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of getting a rehire for the Steelers. Shieldhouse. The thing with him, man, he hasn't been an offensive coordinator yet. That's my only thing with him. But he is under, of course, he's learning under McVay, which that's always a positive. But I would just be a little hesitant to name a guy, the main guy, when he hasn't even called plays. I don't know. I would rather someone call plays. I would really want the Seattle Kubiak, personally. 56-yard attempt from the right hash. There is the kick. It is up, and it is good. 56 yards. Nothing doing there. Pretty much just made it look super easy. 17-6 is your score. 4:32 left to go in the first half. Stidham is the backup. Yep. They are in trouble. Eating a raspberry milkshake right now from Friendly's. Lucky. Oh, Friendly's. Man, I can go for a Fribble right now, man. But that is about 1,500 miles away. Brutal. Payne just said it was the second play of overtime, so the last one he was on the field, he is having surgery. It was the second to last play of OT. Wow, that's crazy. Can they sign a quarterback off another team practice squad? They could, yeah. Field goals all in this game. They cannot, but considering they started at the 5, I mean, you gotta be happy with the result there, finding points. They need a solid person. Yeah. There seems to be no Ben Johnson coach available this hire for not going for Kubiak. We might have to settle for someone like Chris Shula. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not looking good. So what happened to Bo Nix after the game? I don't know. Apparently he just fractured his ankle. Yeah, that is definitely frustrating. Thanks. Oh, yeah, no, shout out Todd, IRL friend there. Todd is actually, again, some of you guys will know I do cover a little bit of high school football in the area. So I call games for the local school here. And Todd is my color guy. So it's Todd and I that go out and call games for the local high school here. So he is definitely a huge supporter of the channel. I definitely appreciate him. He's a huge supporter, of course, of the channel and IRL. YouTube has your stream buried. I had to type in your name. Yeah, I was kind of thinking. I was thinking that, and it is what it is. The one time I visited a Friendly's while traveling, it wasn't friendly. Oh, that's tough. Houston Patriots go to Super Bowl. Yeah, the winner of that one most likely. Yeah, no, it's unfortunate. Sometimes I have it. I think I might have hashtagged it wrong. I'll have to check it out later. I'll have to check it out after the game, see what I could have done differently. Again, whenever, obviously, like I said, I'm a small channel, so very grateful to have the, I have 360 people in here. That's pretty cool. So in order to compete, I got to, of course, be on my A game, which right now, I don't think I am, and that is what it is. And then number 2, I got to market it well as far as hashtag it. Hashtagging is everything on YouTube. You find the right hashtags, you can somewhat compete with the big guys. Put those high school football games on your channel? I do not. It would be pretty cool. I don't own the rights though. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy when it comes to all that. I'd have to talk to the owner of all that. There is the kickoff, and we are back underway. And that's going to be bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle will start at the 20-yard line. Near the top page for you. Oh, wow. Whenever you go live, you're in the top. Yeah, well, again, if you're subbed, I should be close to the top, but that's interesting. I guess it's different for some people. I don't know. But I had a feeling. I've just been kind of monitoring, and the views are way behind the other stream, which, of course, this one is, kind of more one-sided, but it is what it is. 1st and 10 at the 20 as Darnold's under center, sending a man in motion as Darnold is going to change up the play. It's under center. It's a toss to Walker. Down the right side. Cuts in. He's at the 20. Spun around and tackled at the 23 for a gain of 3. Commentary style's a breath of fresh air compared to the guys like Grossi, Sports Fury, Urinating Tree. You sound professional. I try to be CB. Who are the big guys on YouTube? Well, there's a few that he just mentioned. To be honest, I'm not familiar with the Sports Fury, but that's the second time someone's mentioned him or, whatever tonight. Why are you so cold? Do you have a mean boss? So cold? Are you talking about in the house? Oh, I don't know. I just haven't gotten up. I haven't left this chair since I started streaming. 2nd and 7. He hands it off down the left side. He's at the 20. Breaking tackles the 25 and brought down at the 28-yard line for a gain of about 5 or 6. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. And I always tell my wife, if she's cold or hot, let her, she can do whatever she wants, but she's always like relying on me to be the one to change. I'm like, I'm not the one that changes things. You can, if you're cold or hot, but I guess she's fine. I've told her plenty of times. So, yeah, I guess so. Maybe my boss is perfectly fine with how it is in the house. 3rd and 1. It's a long one. They need to get to the 30 as Darnold to toss to Charbonnet down the left side. And Charbonnet breaking tackles, not going to get there as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. But there is a flag. Oh, and this might be against San Francisco, and that is a costly penalty. Oof. Big hit there to Charbonnet. Charbonnet holding his left leg. This would be a huge loss for Seattle if he goes down. Yeah, Tree, I don't know. But hey, he's one of the big guys. He's awesome. Your chat room is more fun unless you like Eli. I mean, this guy. Holding defense. That is going to be a 1st down for Seattle. Again, I have nothing against the guy. It's just, he's average. Average to above average. $61.30. Yeah, no, we're moving up. So, yeah, that is going to be a 1st down for Seattle, but there is an injury timeout, so they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Terrible penalty. Yeah, they had him stopped. Sports streamer has to be a Steelers fan. He is. So he's the top dog for Steeler fans. So I'll never be the top dog. I'll never be the top dog unless, of course, I get to be a top dog, essentially. So let me go ahead and check some things out here on my end. Let's see here. Let's see how everyone else is doing. Jaguar Gator at 161. Rhino, he's at 164 vertical, 88 regular. JJ at 23. Okay. Pure Adrenaline's at 7. Chamas, yeah, a lot of people are streaming this game. And that's the thing, Grossi is at 12K right now. Football Nation's at 15K. He hit 100,000 tonight, so he's pretty much taken all the viewers. I mean, it is what it is. Again, he's earned it, right? But he's definitely he is. Yeah, everyone's going to the top guy tonight, essentially. So it happens. Yeah, it's just the way it works, right? Sometimes you're good. Sometimes you get buried. Camera for the Miami-Indiana game? Yeah, no, me neither. They're saying Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season. Yep, saw it earlier. Poor choice of name. I don't know. It works. When do you ever get to take a break? Yeah, I find time, halftime usually, but I don't really have to go. And if I hold it, I hold it. But then I've had to. In the past, I've held it just because, just want to keep engaging, But rating some of them, I'm sure we can, Chris. I'll look at it. Tyler Huntley available to sign. Is he? I don't think so. I don't think he's on the Ravens. Find your stream. Searching for a live reaction stream for the Panthers Bucks. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, that was a good one. Good game. Everyone else just the crumbs. Yep. Drink anything so he doesn't need a bathroom break. Yeah, I mean, I've had some water. But yeah, no. Whenever the top two streams have a combined 27,000 people, it's just the way it goes, right? But they put in the time. This is I'm only in year one. I have no right to complain or anything like that. I mean, I'm very, like I said, and I don't ever think I say this just because I always say it. But actually, hold on. I have to hold on that. 1st and 10 at the 34. Darnold under center as he tosses to Shaheed. It's an end around at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Cuts inside at the 45, at the 40, and ripped down at the 36-yard line. Huge play, and that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. That may take us to the 2-minute warning. That was a huge play. Let's see how many yards that was. A gain of 30. 30 yards on that end around to Shaheed. And again, that is the 2-minute warning. 17-6 is your score here in Seattle. But yeah, no, I am genuinely appreciative of you guys. I really am. I am, again, in year one, and I will outperform people that have been doing this for years. So that, again, is really cool. I mean, obviously, it's just neat. It's neat that, there's a chance that this thing becomes successful. And, of course, it all happens because you guys tune in. You guys, I'm very thankful for you guys. You guys, again, tune in and give me a chance to call the game and interact. Again, obviously, you were talking about peanut butter earlier. You just never know. You just never know how it can go in the chat. But yeah, I'm very thankful. And hopefully, again, this channel keeps on growing. But of course, that starts with me. Gotta stream, gotta do a good job, and hopefully, people like it. People don't. It is what it is. It is what it is. The other tubers make us pay for them to take shots. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Stupid, dude. I'm gonna drink, dude. $20, and I'll drink it, man. I swear it's not water. I know it's in a water bottle, dude. I swear it's real. $20. My gosh. Stafford goes out on top. Storybook, yep. Correct. You're not owed the views and stuff you need, but you'll make it out. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I got to put in the work. Like Grossi's been doing this for 10, 15 years now. So, and Football Nation's been doing this for 4. He's kind of risen. And I actually did a little research. So I'm actually, in year one, I'm actually outperforming him. So the goal is to, again, hopefully we take a massive step forward next football season. And, of course, just keep on going. He's at 100,000 this year. And he entered this season with 40,000. So he gained 60,000 subscribers. Now, of course, he covers NBA. So that's something I kind of refuse to do because I just find it boring. But, we'll see what happens in the future. I don't know. But yeah, he covers football, and, he's definitely he's popping off. Seahawks Pats rematch will be interesting. Yeah, I can see that. Huntley being a free agent. Yeah, he's on the Ravens. Switch to becoming a Browns fan. We welcome you and would be a top dog. I'm good, Jackson. I'm good, man. I'm happy with my Steelers. I love my Steelers. I think Doc would die before becoming a Browns fan. I think that is very accurate, actually. I think that is very accurate. Yeah, again, I used to have positive feelings about the Browns, but again, 2019 really changed my view of the Browns. 1st and 10 at the 36 as Darnold's under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. as he sends the fullback in motion. As Darnold drops back, looking to his right, moving to his right, throws, it is caught. Oh, took a shot. That was in and out of the hands of the fullback. Trying to see who blew that one up. Couldn't see who that was. I wanted to say Navarro Bowman, number 53, but that is not his name. I don't know who it is, but he looked like Navarro Bowman. Incomplete. Again, appreciate it, Tammy. Joey Wagner, he's done it over a decade. It's 26,000. Yes, I know Joey. I don't know him, but yes, I've heard of his channel. 2nd and 10 at the 36. In the gun, receiver to the right, receiver to the left. As Darnold drops back looking, throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Shaheed. And now it's going to be 3rd and 10. I'll chug this beer bong for you for 50. Yeah, that's ridiculous, right? March Madness should do well. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I just need to remember how to call a college basketball game. But I'll do some practice. I mean, you'll see some practice streams soon. Doing an NFL draft? Yes. Well, I'll cover day one for sure. As far as, like, pushing college videos, I don't know. I don't know if I have the expertise for that, to be honest. 3rd and 10 at the 36. Darnold drops back, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 30, 25, and tackled at the 21-yard line. That is Bobo with the catch, and that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. 2019 Texans lost to KC. Yeah, that is true. Fresno State and the other little schools. Oh, for sure, Keith. Oh, yeah, no, we'll be doing some of the Mountain West for sure. I guess they will be in the Pac-12. Yeah, CBS Sports Network was very kind to me. That'll never go away. We'll do at least one small school stream every single Saturday. 1st and 10 at the 20. Under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As he sends a man in motion, hands it off to Walker. Walker at the 20, 15. Walker is brought down at the 10-yard line. Nice run for a gain of 10. That is a Seattle Seahawk first downs. The clock continues to run at 55 seconds and counting. Like to see the Browns get better. You're a Texas fan? Sorry. They're actually not going to give them the first down. They're marked him about a half-yard short. As Darnold hands it off to Walker. Walker's got the first down and now is tackled at the 7. And that is a Seattle Seahawks first down, as they will call a timeout with 34 seconds left. They, as in Seattle, that is their second timeout with 34 seconds left. San Francisco with 1, Seattle with 1. Let's see what we got here. March Madness will also do well, hopefully. Only can do all the passes to know the names. That's the thing, I won't know the names, so I'll have to figure it out. Remember the Browns were talking trash about the Steelers after the helmet incident? We shut them up after Duck beat Mayfield in the second match. Yep, I remember that one. Yeah, again, 2019, that year, that really soured my view of the Browns. I had a positive view of the Browns. I kind of pulled for the Browns in neutral games. Like, they're always losing. I kind of pulled for them whenever they were, looking at the bottom ticker on CBS. I'll be watching my game, whether it was a Steelers game or a Texans game, because Houston was a local team. It still is, but yeah, I'd always be pulling on. Oh, look, they're hanging in there, But yeah, that game, that eliminated that. That did it for me. Same quarterback play for Jets Panthers? Yes, it is. 1st and goal at the 7, as Darnold's under center, hands it off to Walker. Down the left side at the 5, breaks a tackle, touchdown Seattle! And, of course, the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns, and it seems like he only loves Seattle tonight, as San Francisco has yet to find the end zone, as they lead by 3 scores once again, 23-6 pending the extra point. Going to crash my car on a bridge now. Don't you dare do that, Todd. Falcons hiring Stefanski. Oh, wow. It's not a bad hire, to be honest with you. Not a bad hire. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 24-6. Seattle leading over San Francisco. as apparently get some practice conference championship games. Oh, for sure. No, I'm going to be starting some college next week. I plan on starting at least one game, doing one game next week, and then from then on, we'll be doing them every now and then. Bounce at Mayfield dirty, yeah. Sorry for being a Texas fan or a Browns fan. Oh, well, just being a Browns fan, that's tough. Especially a lot of people print out the players' numbers and name. Yeah, no, for sure. And I don't have a printer, but that's something we're looking at. My wife and I investing in a printer. Really like the Stefanski. Yeah, no, Falcons getting Stefanski. That is pretty interesting. I think it's a good hire. I think that's a pretty good hire. If Seahawks offense is truly humming due to Kubiak's tactics, then I hope Rooney adds Kubiak to the list of head coach interviews. Yeah, no, they interviewed the San Francisco one. But, again, I'd be happy if he were hired, but at the same time, I'd rather have the Seattle one because, I think Shanahan's probably the one calling the plays over there. But again, he is learning under Shanahan, which wouldn't be terrible. Fielded at the 10, he's at the 15, 20, 25, and ripped down at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco will have the ball with just 28 seconds left to go in the first half. Falcons did what? Yep, they did. You'll survive this guy. The Sea Chicken's looking good. You have a theory. I sold my soul to the Dodgers. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Liverpool. That's right. He became a Liverpool fan. I don't know why. Never sorry for being a Texas fan. Oh, no. Never be sorry for your teams. Always represent your teams, right? But the Browns, though, again, that's just unfortunate. Very unfortunate. In the same division as the Steelers and Ravens, and wherever the Bengals want to be good, the Bengals, that's tough. First and 10 at the 30 as Purdy drops back. He's looking over the middle. Pump fakes, moving, throws, incomplete. Pass intended for McCaffrey. As McCaffrey will head to the sideline there. Second and 10 coming up for San Francisco. Falcons moving sideways, not an upwards move. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I think it's a good hire. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad one. Please know Falcons hired who? They hired Kevin Stefanski. I guess you're not a fan of it either. Second and 10 for the 49ers as Purdy's in the gun. As he drops back, he's looking over the middle. Steps up. Purdy under pressure is going to run at the 35, 40, 45, and then tackled at the 48-yard line. And San Francisco will take their last time out. Nice run there, but just couldn't get out of bounds. Again, the San Francisco will have to extinguish their last timeout. Clint Kubiak. Yeah, Clint. Yeah, Clay Kubiak again. He's the one with San Francisco. But I'd prefer Clint. Yeah, the rabbit antenna going up in the only coverage of the times growing up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd ideally have one right now. An antenna to cut the, so I'm more on time with this Fox and CBS, but I'm a little far out. I live in the middle of nowhere. Basketball is about the flow of the game, very swift pace of game. Down, and then once you're good, prepare for the names, and you can do it a lot more talking. Yeah, for sure. I know, as there is a timeout for Seattle. Won't be able to interact with the chat as much, and that's going to be kind of a bummer. But, hopefully you guys will understand. Like Stefanski. How does that help? I don't know. I think Stefanski was fine. I don't really blame Stefanski for the Browns' issues. I blame the Browns for the Browns' issues. Personally. But we'll see. Would you consider calling Caitlin Clark games? No, I will not. I'm not a fan of the WNBA either. Not a fan of that. This game looks over. It does look that way, George. Bigger question for the Falcons. What do they do with the quarterback situation? Yeah, just a rough one there, man. You don't like it? Yeah, that's tough, Thomas. That's tough. Well, yeah, hopefully he's better than What you think? We'll see. Purdy drops back. He's looking to his left. Purdy just still fading back. He throws, and it's going to be caught, but it's caught by Seattle, but he catches it out of bounds. Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, Seattle has been all over San Francisco, and this is just not looking good for San Fran. Falcons are going to do Falcons teams, maybe. Two bugs kicking around now. We're not going to do that. 2nd and 10 at the 48. Purdy in the gun. Trips left, one to the right as Purdy drops back. Way back. Purdy. He steps up and just heaves it down the field. It's going to be tipped, and it's almost caught and almost intercepted. But nothing happens. Incomplete pass. And Seattle leads 24-6 at the half. I mean, that is just atrocious. If you're a San Francisco fan, not happy. Falcons are a winnable division. Yep, there's hope. Oh, for sure. Falcons signed to, I don't think so. Could always become a Bulldog fan instead. I don't know about all that. Brownsville says, great. Jim Brown said, must be a vault. Yep. Stefanski signed a 5-year deal. Falcons have to give Penix one more shot, but if it doesn't look good, doesn't look like he will make it, they can't move on from. Yeah, no, for sure. I like Penix when he was coming out, but yeah, it seems like it's just been a rough going for him. Falcons have the talent. If they can figure out their roster issues, they can go far. Yeah, possibly. If he wants to defend himself, you got to come back to life and beat the life back to the team. This guy. I keep feeling as if I need to defend the Browns, but I know it will be a losing battle. I mean, you can defend them all you want, Jackson. I feel free, you know. I hate. I'm not really trying to pick on the Browns here. You know, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, feel free. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, Jackson. Defend your Browns. Bo Nix is after the season with broken ankle. Yep, we saw it. Trying to watch it on Fox Sports, but it won't let me. I have to go back to Hulu. Bo Nix, backup Jarrett Stidham. But anyway, yeah, no, I was trying to say earlier is that I actually did call a little bit of college basketball when I was first starting out. It's one of the first things I did call on the channel. It's just been so long that I forgot the terminology of college basketball and, you know, basketball in general. So I just need to refine that. And I've been listening to other streams, other people call it. And, yeah, I don't know. I just need to get it back. I need to refine that form. And again, folks, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Let me see if I can find somebody here. Somebody that I know. What are we doing? What are we doing? Who are we going to raid here? We can raid. Let's raid. Actually, I don't know. Let's do Pure Adrenaline. He's a bigger channel. Let me go ahead and mute this real quick. We're going to try to raid, folks. If you want to take part, great. If not, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat, what you pretty much do. All you got to do is you click the link. It'll take you to a channel. And all you're going to do is just put in delay raid. That is it. So give me a sec here. That is pretty much it. If you don't want to, that's okay. Again, make sure to leave a like over there. It helps out his channel a lot as it tries to push it up on the YouTube algorithm. And that is pretty much it. So, yeah, make sure, again, to hit that channel and do that. Let's see if... there we go. Chris, we got Chris. Appreciate you, Chris. Let's see. All right, who we got here? You can do it. Dr. Lay, the college games again. Just study. Yeah, I need to study. Like number 95. Appreciate you, Michael. There we got a bad break. We like your channel. No, I appreciate it. Let's see here. Apparently, Coeds just had his... Well, he just spammed the turkey. I see why. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Coeds just got farmed by Nightbot. That is pretty crazy. Again, thank you, Chris Coeds. Abraham, appreciate you, man. Chris, again, thank you. Like and subscribe. Watching from Texas. Tammy, thank you again. Tiffany, thank you again. Don, thank you. Coeds, appreciate you guys. That is awesome. Thank you again. W's in the chat for you guys. For sure. Phillip Rivers is available. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he would. I don't know. I think he's still on the roster, actually, so I don't think he is. Call some baseball games? I will, but, baseball's just not happening right now. Appreciate you, Bill, for the raid. All right, and I will cut away, so hopefully that helps out his channel. Yeah, all right, there we go. We're moving on. All right, we're back over here. Let's see. What am I missing? Yeah, Coed, you got wrecked. Jared Stidham was drafted by the Patriots about 6-7 years ago. He has been in the Broncos roster the last 2-3 years. That'd be interesting. He only had 13 viewers. Yeah. No, again, just try to help out when you can. Again, he's been very supportive of my channel. He has a. You should see him. I'm saying he only has 13. Look at his baseball stuff. Whenever it's baseball season, he covers the Mets and he gets 200, 250 people in there, no problem. And whenever I was covering baseball this past year, I was at 10 people. So, trust me, he's more of a baseball guy. He loves football, but his baseball streams pop off. And if I can get 200 people, I'll be very happy with baseball. I don't think it's going to happen. I think when I first start out this year, I'll probably be around the same, essentially 15, 20 people. And hopefully, it kind of moves up. Hopefully. We'll see. Nice. Oh, well, that's what people do. People do it on YouTube. They try to help each other out. And, again, he's been a very big supporter of the channel. He's redirected to me. Again, he would send those 100 and 150 people, 200 people to my channel whenever he was done his baseball games. So, like I said, he's been very supportive of the channel. So, I try to pay it over. Apparently, Josh Allen was pretty upset. He was crying at the press conference there. Interesting. Time will come, boss. Jared Stidham was supposed to start for Pats until they decided to get Cam Newton. Thanks for the kind words. Yes, 80% of my subs are baseball fans. Yes, appreciate you, pure gentlemen. Yes, I'm telling these guys that, hey, when it's baseball season, you're going to be the one that's popping off, and you're going to be the one that's very successful. So, again, I appreciate you always supporting the channel. You've been there very early on, so I'm very thankful for you, man, and anytime I can try to help out, I will. And, of course, again, there's a chance I could appear on the show that you and Fitzy might have, so, I don't know about every week, but, every now and then, I'm sure I'll try to fit you guys in. I'll have to at least see when you guys are doing it, and then we'll see, because I know I'll be busy with baseball. I'll be doing, again, as many Pirates as I can, and, of course, other games as well. Let's see what else we have here. Broncos can sign Big Ben. Yeah, maybe. It would probably help out. Glad you're live on radio for here in San Diego. If you're not a Charger fan, then you won't get to see or hear what's going on in football. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer, Ben. Bonex out with the road ankle. Yes, broken ankle. He's done. He started off cheap. I started making round bales at 45 a bale. It's hard to... Did I miss something, Crash? I think I did. But essentially, yeah, you got to start at the bottom. That's how it works. Dogs walk, showered, and cooking some dinner. Go, Sea Buzzers. Appreciate you, Orville. Appreciate you, man. Again, we're just waiting for the... for this game to resume. Go ahead and, again, try to get to Fox Sports. I doubt it. I think everyone's on it. I think that's why it's not working. Maybe Drew Brees can help out Sean Payton one more time. Yeah, I don't think Sean would, or pardon me, Drew would do well. Can Denver sign anybody to replace Nix? I mean, as long as they're on the roster. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if there's a backup quarterback elsewhere, you can't be signed or anything like that. They can't trade, can't do nothing. As long as they're a free agent, though, yeah. It's hay bales. I'm a farmer. Yeah, I got you. I just wasn't sure. Can't start on cheap. Just wasn't sure if there was like a pretext before that or not. Once playoffs start too late. No, you can sign anybody. Yeah, you can sign Cam Newton. You can sign Cam Newton if you really wanted to. I don't think they would. The PAS Network in the house. Appreciate you, Charles. Look at that. It is the CEO of CEO Shoutouts, Charles, in the building. Hit the like button and sub. Show some. Appreciate you, Charles. Pure General Sports Semi here. Appreciate you. Again, PAS, again, a huge supporter of my channel. So, again, I do appreciate you, sir. Thank you again for that. Appreciate you for the raid. Pure General Sports Semi here again. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, man, he could sign. I guess in theory he could. Have a great rest of the like stream broadcast. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it. You're still in shock. Bo Nix has a fractured ankle and is done. Old man Rivers to the Broncos. Now again, he's on the Colts, so I don't think so. Broncos win the Super Bowl. Enter Stidham. It'll be a crazier story than what happened to Hostetler. Replace Sims to help the Giants win. It would be pretty crazier. It'd be pretty much like the Foles thing, Nick Foles. I think this game is pretty much better. Or you're talking about better or over? Not too sure there. But, yeah, it's interesting. Denver could sign Derek Carr. I don't think so. I think the Saints still have his rights. So I don't think Derek can come back unless they try to trade for him. I don't think they'd want to do that, you know. What's up? Oh, yeah, Don's saying what's up to the PAS crowd. This is powerful indeed. It is powerful. It is powerful indeed. Hi, Doctor. How's it going, Miss Gina? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you again to PAS for the raid. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you for your general sports fans coming. Yeah, no, again, I appreciate it. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. This is Michael pulling for the Seattle. You don't run out for 30 minutes and come back to the news that Bo Nix is out for the season. I know. If the Pats can win tomorrow, they got it. They got it. You would think so. Again, the winner of that game would be the favorites. But then again, you never know. That's why we play the games, folks. 49ers flip the script and win 34-31 would be pretty crazy. Would be a interesting development. So we are getting ready for kickoff. Let's see here. Good to see you. Well, thank you, Miss Shane. It's good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Would you be interested to commentate for some World Cup games? I plan on it. I plan on it for sure. Did you hear about Bo Nix? Yes. No, Todd broke the news. He's a diehard Broncos fan. He's been pretty upset about it. Yeah, no, it's that is brutal. Like I said, I think the winner of the Texans-Patriots game will most likely go to the Super Bowl. But, you know, yeah, that's why we play the games, folks. That's why you play the games. Chris makes me want Taco Bell. Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I'm putting a W. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really care for that comment, to be honest with you, man. Let's see. Here, let me go ahead and so I'm not gonna ban you or anything. I'm gonna hide you from the channel, which is gonna I think that's going to refund your money, and then I will unhide you. So yeah. So I don't know. I think that should refund you your money. Yeah, I don't really need that comment. It's just dumb. I just don't need that comment. All right. Anyway, there is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 2. He's at the 5, 10, 15. He's at the 20. 25, and is going to be ripped down at the 27-yard line. And that is where San Francisco will be. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that. They will take over there. Grossi ever rate? Yes, he's actually done it twice. One of them was because his dad recommended it, so that is pretty cool. Knicks can join back, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, but, you know, I should have removed it. He should get a refund. If he doesn't, well, I don't know. Something we can negotiate, I guess, another time. 1st and 10 at the 28. As Purdy's going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Purdy tosses down the right side, he's going to spin forward and brought down at the 28-yard line, and there is a flag. So first play of the second half, and already we got a penalty. No flag, never mind, nothing doing. So it's just a gain of nothing. Phillip Rivers coming to the Broncos. Yeah, I don't think so. Saints have the rights to car. Yes, they do. Chiefs fan, it doesn't get much better than watching Denver beat Buffalo and Denver's quarterback being messed up. This guy. Oh, my gosh. Bo Nix and Mahomes in the same hospital. Yep. 2nd and 9 at the 29 as Purdy's in the gun, sending a man in motion as Purdy drops back. He's looking to his left, now over the middle. Purdy moving to his right. He throws it away, incomplete. Again, Purdy has been under heavy duress pretty much the entire night. Grossi's dad seems like a nice guy. Yeah, for sure. Grossi's dad popped in here. Yep. No, he's responsible for the second read, for the raid, not redirect, but raid by Grossi. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. 3rd and 9 for the 49ers. Again, they need to get something going here. Even a field goal is all the difference from a 2-score and a 3-score game. Purdy in the gun, lifts the leg. He takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle, looking to his left, spins away. Purdy moving to his left, steps up, throws. It is, oh, what a catch by Jennings, who steps out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Huge play, gain of 19. That is a San Francisco 49er. First down, huge play by Purdy, and of course, Jennings breaking free. I mean, that was a do-or-die play. Huge stuff. 1st and 10 for San Francisco as they have some new life. Terrible taste in teams. Yeah, not ideal. 1st and 10 at the 48. Purdy under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Purdy, play action, drops back. He's scrambling, running for his life. Purdy's at the 30, throws it away, incomplete. As again, Purdy has been running all over the place as the Seattle defense has been all over it. And now Tungus has made some great catches tonight, big catches, and he's shaken up. See you tomorrow. Yep, appreciate you, Scott. See you then. Niners need at least field goal. They do. Give me something. We'll see. Come on, touchdown. You want this to be a game. A lot of us do. Right now, of course, Seattle shutting the door on San Fran. As Purdy in the gun, he hands it off to Robinson on the delay. He's at the 50, crossing the 45, tackled around the 44. That was not Robinson, actually. We'll see who that actually was. That was James on the carry, setting up a 3rd and short as McCaffrey still on the sideline. 3rd and 3. James going to have to stay on the field. Smash those likes. Helps out the channel, folks. Defense is too good. It is. 3rd and 3 at the 45. We need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. As Purdy hands it off up the middle. Plowing forward, but not going to get there is Robinson. Only gets a yard. Brian Robinson not getting much there. We'll see what San Francisco decides to do. Think Purdy proved himself as franchise quarterback this season? Yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy if Purdy was my franchise quarterback. It's pretty solid as my Steelers quarterback. Yeah, I think so. Sports fan, you don't like blowouts? Yeah. 4th and 2. They need to get to the 42. In the gun. Purdy drops back. He's looking over the middle. Purdy fading back. Oh, Purdy is sacked. Oh, Seattle's defense is all over Purdy tonight, as the offensive line is just not getting anything going. Absolutely a bummer for San Francisco, as Seattle will take over already in San Francisco territory with 12:06 left to go in the third quarter. Likey, yep, helps out a lot. Go for it or no? Yep, I mean, hindsight says no. I would have went for it, though. Just being honest, I would have. You forgot you could like again. Appreciate you, HD. It's all good. Thank you for liking. By the time we get to Super Bowl, both teams will have their full second strings, and yeah. 40 Winers are 2 beat up. They are not looking good. Purdy's a special guy, last pick of the draft. Yep. It has been a rough night for Purdy and this offense. Purdy 13 for 22, 122 through the air. McCaffrey 29 rushing yards for 9 carries. Again, it's just been a not ideal night. Pretty solid. Yeah, he's solid. That kick return really set the tone. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think that was really it. I mean, exactly. It set the tone, and yeah, just imagine again it happens to you. You know, obviously not the Bears and Colts thing, but, you know, it's just I just felt like, yeah, the Seattle had the momentum. After that one play, first play of the game. Imagine the Broncos make Super Bowl with their backup. That would be horrible. It was Stidham. Yeah, Jared Stidham would be pretty interesting. Can the Niners step up? We'll see. We'll see. They've struggled. They have struggled. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Again, we're about 20 subscribers away from 6150. Would be pretty cool for that to happen. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you are tuning on in. So thank you again for hanging out. For hanging out tonight. So if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit that 6150. There are 12 minutes left in the third quarter. That is true. Plenty of time left to go. Stidham is the backup. Yep. That would be pretty wild. All right, working our way back here to Seattle. Again, it is all Seattle. 24-6 is your score. As, again, they have just been overwhelmed, essentially, the entire time. This offensive line has just been no bueno. First and 10 at the 42. Darnold in the gun, sending a man in motion as Darnold hands it off down the left side. This is Walker, still trying to turn the corner. He does at the 40, and then is going to be ripped out of bounds around the 36-yard line. So that's a nice gain there, setting up a second and short opportunity. You think Ellinger would be a great backup? I don't know. I don't think he really has it. According to Red NFL, Jared Stidham has a 1-3 record as a starting quarterback with 8 touchdowns, 8 picks. Ooh. Not good. Second and 3 for Seattle as they're at the 35. Darnold under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Sending a man in motion. As Darnold drops back, looking to his left, now over the middle, throws. It is caught at the 25, and then he's ripped down at the 24. That is Cooper Kupp with the catch. That is a Seattle Seahawks first down. Cooper Kupp, yeah, he was on the Rams. He was on the Rams, and he's had a nice year. He's been okay. Almost picked off, by the way, on that throw, but not quite. First and 10 for Seattle. Under 11 minutes. Need more likes. Yeah, possibly. Darnold under center, sending a man in motion as he takes the snap and hands it off down the right side. This is Walker. Walker cutting at the 20 and is tackled at the 16-yard line for a gain of 8. As Seattle, again, just moving down the field. Second and 2 coming up. You just like Sam Ellinger because he played in Texas. Yeah, I figured. Need to hold him at 3. Yep. Didn't expect this, but when he sold your 80 Seahawk helmet in July. I thought, what if this triples in value? Well, it did. Yep. That is unfortunate timing. 2nd and 2 at the 16. Darnold under center, receivers to each side as he sends a man in motion. Darnold takes the snap, hands it off to Walker. Walker cutting inside at the 15, tackled at the 14-yard line. I believe that is going to be enough for a Seattle Seahawks first down. I never thought about Darnold as a Super Bowl winning quarterback, franchise quarterback for the last few months. Yep. To me, he passes the confetti test, man. If you can picture that quarterback holding the trophy with the confetti, it could happen. If you can't see it, if you think that team's good, well, do you think their quarterback is good? Do you see that picture in your head? And I finally got to see it a few months ago. Exactly. Same as me. Again, same there, Jeremy. 1st and 10 at the 14 as Darnold drops back, looking over the middle. Darnold! Oh, he's hit! He's sacked! And that's the end of that play. A loss of 8. C.J. West with the sack. Stim's only win as the start of Week 17 versus the Chargers. They were starting Easton Stick. That sounds about right. 16-9. Wow. 49ers losing players by the second. Yeah, not looking good. 2nd and 18. Ball at the 22. Darnold in the gun. Receiver to left. 2 receivers to the right. Darnold looking around. Sending Walker from his left to his right as Darnold tosses to Walker. Walker at the 25, 20, and pushed out of bounds around the 17, 18. Walker sharing some words there with Lenore. Hard to win in Seattle with practice squad players. It is. It is. Never thought I would see a team hold down McCaffrey. We're only at 12 likes. I thought we were... Oh, we're at 120. Okay, well, it's like 12 likes. Like, geez, that is not a good stream. Not with the crowd. That would be pretty bad. 3rd and 13 at the 17. As Darnold in the gun. Trips left, 2 to the right. As Darnold drops back. Heavy pressure, throws. It's caught. This is JSN. He's at the 15, the 10. Leading forward, fighting forward. But it's going to be ripped down at the 6-yard line. For a gain of 11, going to set up a 4th and 2. I could see him going for it here. Lardon Sorens, Sean Alexander, and Cortez Kennedy. I guess you got to, pardon me, just keep adding to that. They're going to bring out the field goal unit. That is not the wrong choice by any means. This is Jason Myers. It's made one from 31. This would be about a 24-yard attempt. Snap the hold to kick. It is up. It is good. 27-6 is your score. 7:07 left to go in the third quarter. They, of course, will stay away. A little step away. I, of course, will stay right here. I messed up my own line. Turn out the lights. Party's over. Yeah. Seahawks have extra ambulances on hand for all the extra 49er injuries. Oh, man. It is not looking ideal. Trent Dilfer can win the Super Bowl. Then you can picture Sam Darnold winning the Super Bowl. Well, in today's game, it's a little bit differently, but I get what you're saying. Broncos should sign Phillip Rivers. I don't think so. I don't think he's coming back. I think he's still on the Colts. What do you think of Tom Brady as a color commentator? He's gotten better, Ronald. He used to be pretty bad, but he's a little bit better. Laces out this guy. Sam Darnold on his redemption tour. Can the team sign a new quarterback in the playoffs? Yeah, they can as long as they're a free agent. As long as they're a free agent, then it's fine. But they can't sign someone off another team. They can't trade for somebody off another team. They got to sign somebody. Yeah, they got to sign somebody. It's a free agent, essentially. Turnover turkey. I do have the turnover turkeys. I didn't realize that's what they were. I'm sorry. Well, my bad. My bad. Can you tell that they're missing Kittle? I mean, Tungus has done a good job, but yeah, no, Kittle helps out a lot. Pardon me. I'm trying not to yawn. I'm getting a little tired here. I'm sure you guys can probably tell on the call. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. And yeah, I don't really know. I forgot that poll. What was that? Oh, it was a peanut butter poll. Well, the poll, that already passed. That's fine. But let's see here. Yeah, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, the I'll be on tomorrow for both games. We have, of course, the Texans and the Patriots. That's happening tomorrow. And then, of course, finishing up with the Rams and the Bears for the divisional round. So should be a good group of games. I don't know. We thought this one would be good, so we'll see. But hopefully it's much closer. They're won 14 games back-to-back with two different teams. Never done before. It's very impressive. Nice use of a Pop-Tart box. Oh, you know it, Jay. We got it. Again, we got to show off the Pop-Tarts. Maybe there's a guy from Kellogg in the chat. 49ers are bits without Kittle. Kittle and bits, yep. Rodgers still out. Yeah, no, Rodgers can't quarterback for the Broncos. All right, we're back here in Seattle as there is the kickoff, and we're resuming this one again with 7:07 left to go in the third. Fields it at the 10, he's at the 15, 20, 25, and gonna keep fighting across the 30 until he's brought down at the 31-yard line. And again, we'll see what this 49er offense can do as they're down by 3 touchdowns, 21 points. Still plenty of time. It's not over, but this Seattle defense has been all over the place. How'd you become a Steelers fan? Well, you can thank Trisk. You can thank my dad for raising me to be a Steelers fan. And very thankful that he did, though the last 9 years have been very frustrating. As Purdy drops back, he's looking, steps up in the pocket. Purdy throws. It's caught at the 35, the 40. And Juszczyk is going to be brought down around the 41-yard line. That is going to be a brand new set of downs for the 49ers. Nice catch and run. Doc lost a bet. Yeah, okay. I've seen 2 Super Bowl rings. Pretty happy. I've lived a good life. Would like to see a little bit more, though. It's been a while. Putting Mac Jones in. Oh, man. 1st and 10. Purdy is going to be in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight. Sending Pearsall in motion. As Purdy lifts the leg. Takes the snap and play action. Drops back. Purdy's moving to his left. Purdy moving to his right. Throws on the middle. It's intercepted. Oh, it's intercepted, and he's tackled immediately at the 47-yard line. Intercepted by Jones. And Purdy walks off the field, and oh my goodness, Seattle. This one could be pretty bad, folks. This one could be a slaughter. 27-6 is your score. 6:09 left to go in the third quarter. This game kind of takes the air out of the color commentary, kind of like it's a delayed conversation. Yep. Let's see here. I'm not following what's happening here. Game over. Yeah, possibly. Bring back the peanut butter talk because this game is over. Yeah, right? Put Mac Jones in. Oh, jeez. You became a Steeler fan mostly because I like their helmet and colors. Yeah, now you have nice helmet and nice colors for sure. So it's your dad's fault. Now he's a legend. Trisk is a legend. But yeah, he's raised me to be one, and ever since. And I'll never go away. I'll never betray the Steelers. Steelers have betrayed me plenty of times, but you know, pretty happy I'm a Steeler fan. Would be nice, though, to be irrelevant once again. It was written deflated conversation, not delayed. Oh, I see. Pick 6, not a pick 6, but Seattle, again, will be taking over in San Francisco territory. I mean, again, it's just not looking good. Google changed the text. Oh, wow. Classic unis. Yep. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Again, I do apologize. I am getting a little bit tired here. I didn't think the game would be this one-sided. Really didn't. Tomlin is gone. Yeah, at least we'll have a change. That's all I wanted. Just to change. Change it up. Something doesn't work. You change it up. Not saying it's going to get better. Not saying it's going to get worse. But you got to make a change. Oh, there's a Wingstop commercial. We were talking about wings earlier. I've been to Wingstop once. And, of course, again, I was a man and got boneless wings. So that happened. Summer 2026. Is that a soccer commercial? Yeah. Maybe the U.S. won't be embarrassed at, in front of their home crowd. Would be pretty interesting. 49ers can't get past the 49-yard line. Pretty bad. Pretty unfortunate. You at least got to do that. It's in your name. Who's the guy who knows how to take the air out of the ball? Yeah. Yeah, we need Brady there on the 49ers sideline. 1st and 10 as Darnold's going to be under center at the 47 of San Francisco. Running back in the backfield is Darnold. Play action rolling to his right. Throws. It is caught by JSN, who's pushed out of bounds at the 43. It's a gain of 4. Don't hate the Steelers, so I just don't like them either. Kind of like you don't root for anyone else to win. Fair enough. Any leaders in the coaching search yet? I know there's a lot of people that they've interviewed. I mean, I would like the Seattle offensive coordinator, but I don't think they've interviewed him yet. I believe the U.S. will make to at least the round 16, can make to the quarterfinals. Ooh, I don't know. Would be nice. 2nd and 6 as they're at the 43. Hands it off to Walker. Walker cutting inside and slipping at the 42-yard line for a gain of 1. I think, again, they'll definitely make to the knockout. They have to. I mean, expanded to 32. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works. I'd like to see them win a few games for sure. You got a hamburger when you went to Wingstop. Wow. Good football food. A lot of people have said that. Wasn't too impressed with Wingstop, with each their own. Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. 3rd and 5. They need to get to the 37 for a Brady. Set it down. Darnold in the gun, sending a man in motion as Darnold takes a snap, drops back, looking to his right, floats it down the right side, caught by Walker at the 30, and steps out of bounds at the 28. It was a nice catch. I thought he overthrew him, but that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. You're hanging to support the stream. Appreciate you, Thomas. Wingstop doesn't sell hamburgers, so there you go. Trisk was misremembering. Vikings fans can't be happy if Darnold goes through bowl. They cannot. What about college coach for the Steelers? I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to come out of college. I mean, it'd be great to see Curt Cignetti, but it seems like he's not going to the NFL. Seems like he's a college man. I think that was the quote I saw earlier. 1st and 10 at the 27. Darnold in the gun. Trips left, one to the right. As Darnold takes the snap in, hands it off down the left side. This is Walker. No, not Walker. Shaheed. And Shaheed's going to be ripped out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3. Loss of 3 there for Seattle. So this clock continues to run at 3:45 and counting. How many players have Roman numerals play on their back? At least 2. But, yeah, I don't know. Some lightweight teams, but I enjoy watching some of them. Gotcha. 2nd and 13. They're at the 30. Darnold in the gun. 2 receivers to each side. They need to get to the 17 for a brand new set of downs as Darnold takes the snap, drops back, he steps up, throws to his left, it's caught at the 17, and Cup slips at the 15-yard line. Gain of 15, that is a Seattle Seahawks first down. Huge play there. Maybe it was Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, yeah, probably Buffalo. Wings is dumb food. Yep, I agree. Hate the Steelers, but I like your announcing. I was a Houston Oilers fan. It was great day when the Steelers lose. Oh, yeah, you're good. There's no reason to apologize. No reason to apologize there, Farmer. You don't like the Steelers? You don't like the Steelers. It's all good with me. 1st and 10 at the 15, sending a man in motion. As Darnold looking around. He's going to send another man in motion as Darnold rolling to his right, and they're not going to do anything as there is a timeout for Seattle. That is their first here in the first half with 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Chiefs fired running back and wide receiver coaches. Yeah, that is, they needed to do something. So Rodgers is officially gone. Not officially, but probably. Hard games between the Warriors and the Steelers. Yep, AFC Central was pretty tough back then. Packers extended LaFleur. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. If I want to hold both ends of the food and bite it in the mouth, I'll eat corn on the cob. With the little corn holders, yeah. Rodgers and I like you return to the Steelers. Yep. That is probably not happening. I think he goes to Minnesota, personally. At this point, what can the Niners do? I don't know. But, yeah, this is not looking good. 1st and 10 at the 15. Darnold under center. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Darnold takes a snap, hands it off down the left side. It's Walker at the 10, the 5, diving in. Touchdown, Seattle. And there you go. That might be the dagger. And the touchdown turkey, of course, he loves touchdowns. 33-6, 2:23 left to go in the third quarter. As this is just one-sided. Rodgers on the Vikings, yep. At one point, do you start sitting starters? 8 minutes? I don't know. It just, yeah, there is a point, I think, if this score continues. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 34-6, Seattle. 17 minutes and 23 seconds away from hosting another NFC Championship. I guess that would be their first since what, 2014? I think it would be 2014, right? I don't think they've hosted one since. They are done. Yeah, they are done. 49ers did what they could advance as far as they consider all the injuries. Yeah. Payne very familiar with Drew. Again, I just don't see Drew coming back. Drew's arm was shot. Drew couldn't throw the ball more than 10 yards. I don't say that lightly. I really don't. I really don't like saying that, but he literally couldn't. There was a lot of slant routes, a lot of out routes his last 2 or 3 years, a lot of screens. I mean, that was Drew Brees. Was that Walker number 1 or number 2? That was Walker's second touchdown, rushing touchdown. They said Bo Nix will be out for the playoffs. Yep, saw that one earlier. That is brutal. Again, we're just kind of saying that most likely probably going to be the winner of the Texans and Patriots game. It's probably going to be the AFC, the Super Bowl winner or the Super Bowl representative from the AFC. Unbelievable game. Where are the 49ers? They stayed at home, Tammy. Did they say when he broke it? They did not. All right, at least I haven't. I haven't seen anything like that. Makes the Eagles look bad. Yep. It does not look good for the 49ers. Again, the 49ers beat the Eagles, and they have their own problems with their offensive coordinator. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Try to respond to as many comments as I can. I know it seems like I'm a little tired. I am a little tired, not going to lie. This game has kind of taken the life out of me. But what can you do? Of course, again, I'll be calling games tomorrow. I'll be calling the Texans, Patriots, and then the Rams and Bears game. Hopefully, I will see you guys there. Hopefully, those games a lot more competitive. Second to last play. Yeah, that's right. That's what they said. Yeah. Last time Seattle host was 2014. Yeah, that's what I thought. Beat the Packers. Yep. Thank you for the Confirmation there. Field to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And tackled at the 31-yard line. Huge hit. As Sky Moore pretty upset with himself. Purdy versus a split safety, 11 for 19, 89 yards and a pick. Hasn't been able to do much tonight. So I guess split safety is pretty much too high, if I had to guess. All right, 1st and 10 here for San Francisco as they look to get anything going. It's now or never. Purdy in the gun, sending a man in motion. Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to find something. McCaffrey can't. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. As, again, San Francisco has just been fighting an uphill battle. Looks like Seattle's just timing these blitzes pretty good. I mean, I don't know if you're able to watch the game, folks, of you guys, some of you guys watching the game or not, but they're crowding the line just before he takes the snap. So they have a good read on the snap count. They got to really mix up the call, the cadence. 2nd and 12 at the 29. Purdy in the gun. He drops back, looking to his right. Moving to his right is Purdy. Purdy on the run. He's going to run at the 30 and steps out of bounds around the 37, 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short. Sorry about the... Yeah, you're good. It's not your fault. It's unfortunate. Well, off wounds. One was 2017. Yeah, that was terrible. That was a catch. Bears Texans would be pretty interesting. 3rd and 3 for Purdy and the Niners. Trips to left. What am I talking about? Trips to left. One tight end in, tight to the right. As Purdy drops back, he's looking, throws to his left. It is caught. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, Jennings had it in his hand, and it was knocked away at the last second. Unbelievable. I don't know how that even happens. Jennings had it. Wow. Oh, my gosh. He had it in his grasps. 4th and 3. And this is essentially the ball game. Purdy in the gun. They need to get to the 41 for Brand. He's headed down. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Timeout, Seattle. So Seattle will just take a little bit extra time to talk this one over. Trent Williams sharing some noise there with the Seattle players. Of course, he's been seeing this rivalry before plenty of times. Not unfortunate for the Seattle fans. That is true. Not unfortunate. Got to get the stick 'em. Yep, this is genuinely embarrassing. It is. So disappointed. Yep. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Yeah, this is definitely a disappointing game. And I'm about to fall asleep here in the chair. Yeah, it's not good, Thomas. Another quarter of this torture. Go Hawks. Seahawks fans not finding this game. They're the only franchise, the only fans that are loving this. 4th and 3. They need to get to the 41 for Brandon Sitted Downs. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Purdy lifts the leg. They're crowding the line. Takes the snap. They're sending the blitz. Purdy looking under pressure. He's at the 20. Stumbling at the 16. Purdy at the 20. And throws. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Purdy doing everything he could to stay alive. Just throwing up a prayer. And that is another turnover on downs as Seattle will take over at the San Francisco 38. I know someone said earlier 50 points. I thought they were crazy. I said 40 possibly. Well, hey, they might do it. Here for Doc in the chat. This game stinks. Yeah. Absolutely atrocious. Let's see here. Gotta say, Seahawks defense is good. Bears, do you have so many turnovers? Seattle or Chicago or Houston? Yeah, 17-14 game. Probably. What's the weather like in Seattle right now? It's pretty, I don't know, it doesn't look that crazy. I can look up the Seattle temperature, mine as well. Let's see here. Seattle. 45 degrees. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy over there. Not windy by any means. Let's see here. Reminder of the Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. I didn't even finish watching that game. Play some RDR2 to make this go. I'm not familiar with that. As soon as I saw it, I thought it was R2D2, to be honest with you. Rocky Blyer was good. How about Jack Lambert? Also tough, for sure. Let's see. Good night, y'all. Keeping the stream on, though, for the commercials. Thank you, Trisk. You have a good night. Really don't want to play Seattle. Yeah, that'd be a tough matchup. But, again, appreciate you guys for sticking around with me. Again, I do apologize. Definitely losing it as well. But, obviously, we're going to stay on and hope that this game just speeds up at this point. Hopefully it's a lot of run plays. It's pretty cool that my computer is touchscreen. I don't really use it for touchscreen. But, yeah. Only high of 61. Nice. Oh, you're freezing. Ravens fans were open to keep Mike McDonald before he went to Seattle. Yep. All the other playoff quarterbacks turned into Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold turned into Tom Brady. Apparently, he hasn't really done much. 12 for 17, 124 to touchdown. So maybe Brady in his early days, but he hasn't really done much. So we're back here in Seattle again. We're just waiting for the conclusion of this one, as Seattle most likely clinching their NFC Championship spot. And, of course, the number one seeds will be hosting another time. That's again Purdy. They're just showing him under heavy duress. I mean, this is unbelievable. He has traveled 340 yards, traveled on 29 dropbacks. That is pretty crazy. He is just moving all over the field. 1st and 10 at the 37 as Darnold's going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Your feet are cold, mine too. Darnold under center as he takes the snap and hands it off to Walker. Walker at the 40, the 35, breaks the tackle at the 30, and is brought down at the 24-yard line. That is another Seattle Seahawk first down. Big run there by Kenneth Walker. Feels like 0 here. It's only 42 where I am. It is raining. It's supposed to get into the 30s, though. It's actually going to be 28 degrees whenever it is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a cold morning. That is the end of the third quarter. Seattle 34, San Francisco 6. As we are just one quarter away from seeing San Francisco eliminated and Seattle, of course, moving on to the NFC Championship. Tiffany, she's probably just chilling, hanging out, Again, folks, you guys don't have to be here. You guys don't have to be here every game, I do appreciate you guys, though. I really do. 23 degrees here in Pennsylvania. Sounds nice. Need to have games like Denver and Buffalo. Yep. I agree. This brutal Hawks are running off the field. DJ, appreciate you, man. Thanks for the coverage. I'd watch if you did UFC. I totally understand, man. Sorry, I'm just UFC. It's just, I just don't think I could do it. I just don't think I do it. Make sure again to put W's in the chat for DJ for that $2. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Supposed to snow here tomorrow. I'll send a pic in Discord. All right, there we go. Waiting on the snow. A lot of people waiting on the snow. They're just going to have to work to score again. Yeah, they do. 13 degrees in snow. Seahawks Rams NFC Championship Game. Another NFC West rematch. I could see it. That's what I had picked. But, of course, I picked against the Bears for a long time now. Let's see here. 3 to 4 inches. Wow. 100% chance of snow, man. I can't wait to wake up tomorrow and see some snow. It'd be nice. Yeah, I'm not going to see any snow down here. I don't think there's anything happening my area. It's going to be cold again tomorrow. But by cold, I mean in the 50s. And then, of course, lows in the lower 30s. So it's not going to be that, cold. It's going to be colder. Then it warms up again. Next week, the low will be 52 where I live. Don't eat the yellow snow. Don't do it. Don't do it. Choke. It definitely was a choke. Will be snow on the next field. And I don't know. It'd be pretty cool there. I guess if there were snow for Seattle. It doesn't usually snow, though. Never got to bed with the sweater on. The last few days have been cold, man. Seattle's 3-0 all-time NFC Championship games and 0-1 AFC Championship games. Yeah, that's interesting. It's a pretty cool stat there. Last 2 days I've gotten snow and ice here. Nice. Like and subscribe helps out the channel, folks. Again, make sure to like and subscribe as we are under 15 subscribers away from hitting 6150. Would be great to hit that tonight. If not, well, we'll just hopefully hit it tomorrow night. 1st and 10 at the 24 as Darnold's under center, sending a man in motion. That is the big tight end as he hands it off to Walker. Walker at the 25, the 20. Powers his way to the 15. The pile moving. He's got the first down. It's still moving to the 10 and falls down eventually at the 9-yard line for a gain of 15. That is a Seattle Seahawks first down. He is at over 104 yards on the night. Plenty of snow tomorrow in the games. Really? So what do we have? We got Chicago. And then, of course, the other one is, it escapes me, New England. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. 1st and goal for the Seahawks, pardon me, as they're at the 9. Darnold under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Darnold sends a man in motion, Darnold hands it off down the right side. This is Walker trying to find something. And he takes a big hit there as he's tackled at the 12-yard line for a loss of 3. Your tomorrow will be here after shift for second game. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Orville. 15 degrees in for the next Sunday in Seattle. Wow. Wow. You're in Florida. It doesn't get too cold here that much. Yeah. Oh, I'd imagine not. New England is projected to get 6 inches. Oh, wow. It's snowing in Foxborough. Nice. 2nd and goal at the 12. Darnold in the pistol. Trips to the left. Tight end in tight to the right. As Darnold takes the snap and hands it off to Walker up the middle. He's at the 10, plowing our defender at the 6, and that's where he's tackled for a gain of 6, setting up a 3rd and goal. As, again, we're just over 13 minutes to go. Thank you for the stream. So I appreciate you, George, for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry. I know I've gotten a little bit lethargic here in some of my calls. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. As this game is reaching its foregone conclusion of a Seattle victory. It looks like there was a timeout or an injury timeout. There's San Francisco 49er Winters injured on the play. Having barbecue tomorrow, smoking mullets. Interesting. Nearly 6 inches of snow. Wow, that'll be pretty fun to watch. Can the Texans play in snow? Because most teams can't. Well, they played in the cold very well in Pittsburgh. I don't know. We'll see. Snow is a little different. 3rd and goal at the 6 as Darnold in the gun. He hands it off to Walker down the right side at the 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And, of course, the touchdown turkey. He loves touchdowns, folks. As it's now 40-6, and we're pending the extra point, and this is a rout. I mean, if I'm a 49er fan in the stands, I don't know, I probably do stay, to be honest with you, because I want to enjoy the experience. But, man, this is embarrassing. It's okay to be tired, yeah. McCaffrey just blew up all your bets. That is tough. Seattle should bench their starters now. Yeah, I'd agree. Another shot and trick. This guy. Be careful, Chris. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 41-6 is your score. 12:43 left to go in the 4th quarter. Seattle going to be hosting the winner of Los Angeles and Chicago for sure next week. Yeah, that is brutal. That is brutal, Don. Not as brutal as this game, a 35-point game with 12:43 left. I mean, just unbelievable. Seattle wins by a landslide. They look pretty good. Maybe a little late getting to your channel tomorrow for the first game. I'll be here for both games tomorrow. And I'll be here Monday, too. Appreciate you, Miss Tammy. Appreciate you. Out of misery. Yeah, hopefully the Bears will blow out the Rams like this tomorrow. Hopefully not. If you weren't streaming, you would turn this game off. That is true. I indeed would. Let me check out some things real quick. Let's see here. It's like just seeing how everyone else is doing. Because, yeah, no, this is as brutal of a game. You really couldn't ask for a worse game. You really couldn't. Crossy is 11K. Football Nation is 12K. So even them, even those guys have lost viewers. I don't blame them. I mean, it's just, that's brutal. Looks like everyone is kind of down right now. Everyone's turning off the game. All good. See you tomorrow. Again, thank you, George. Yeah, sorry, George. That is brutal. Brutal that, again, it's just a brutal game. It's just a brutal game. I don't blame you guys for heading out because, definitely feel free to head out. I will not stop you. But I do appreciate your support, folks. And again, I'll be back and hopefully full of energy because the final game. So essentially, this is the longest stretch the stretch of football we'll have until the NFL starts up again. Again, we got football today, 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow, and of course we have the national championship on Monday. So, after this, you won't have a stretch of, days, football. 5 games for the next 3 days. Next week it'll be the 2 games, both on Sunday, and that's it. I mean, again, you have the Super Bowl, obviously, in 2 weeks from then, but. Yeah, 1 game, and then it is over. We all lose. Doesn't Stafford have an injured finger? I don't know. I know he injured his oblique. But I don't know about the finger. Rather have an honest blowout than a fake nail biter. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Indiana all the way, yep. Seattle is 0-2 all-time versus Chicago in the postseason play. Oh, wow, interesting. And that's going to be booted into the end zone for a touchback. Good game, Seattle. Chris, hopefully this adds a little excitement to the game. Oh, my goodness, Christopher, what are you doing? Appreciate you, man. You are a legend. Make sure, again, to put a W in the chat for Chris. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that is definitely the best part for me. So thank you, man. That's awesome. I appreciate your support, man. That is awesome. First and 10 at the 35. Purdy under center, receiver to the left, receiver to the right. As Purdy hands it off up the middle. McCaffrey stumbling forward at the 40 and brought down at the 43-yard line for a gain of 8. Make sure, again, I put a W, folks. Will Seattle get 50? I think so. Well, I don't know. Maybe not, but I could see it. Chris wins. Chris is the winner. 2nd and 2 for San Francisco. They're at the 43. As Purdy's under center, receivers to each side. Purdy hands it off up the middle, trying to lean forward, and he leans forward for a yard. That was James on the carry. Again, they'll need to get to the 45 for Brandon set it down. So McCaffrey took a big hit. And McCaffrey has been shaken up the entire day, it seems like. Do you think Kittle would have been a factor even with the special teams? No. He's more drunk than... Oh, that's right, he is. Oh, my goodness, now I feel a little bit bad. Oh, my gosh, I do feel a little bit bad now. That's right. 3rd and 1 as it's the quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down. Look at that. He gets a few there again. First down for San Francisco as the clock continues to run. 11:20 and counting in this one. Doc deserves it. Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. But, yeah, that's crazy. 1st and 10, Purdy. Moving to his left. He's scrambling to his left. Purdy's going to run, diving forward across the 50. And they'll mark him down at the 49 for a gain of about 4. As, again, Purdy has just been on the run the entire night. Comeback. We'll see, Joe. President Joe Biden in the chat. Calling the comeback. He's calling his shot. He's amazing. I'm okay. Tremendous. It was tremendous. It was huge. 2nd and 6 at the 49. In the gun. Purdy is in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Purdy lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his right now, or the middle, dumps it off. It's caught by James at the 45, diving forward across the 43 to the 42. That is a San Francisco 49ers first down. Seattle's defense very good, and second youngest. Wow, I didn't know the second youngest is pretty good. You're not drunk at all, sadly you can hold your liquor. Good stuff. Chris gets 50. He should. Chris deserves all the credit. 1st and 10 at the 42. In the gun. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. As Purdy lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back. Purdy moving to his left yet again. Purdy still keeping his eyes downfield. It's going to run and stumble his way out of bounds to the 40-yard line for a gain of 2. As Leonard Williams giving Purdy a pat on the rear end, as he's been running all over the place tonight. Put Mac Jones in. Well, I mean, I don't know. Any Red Dead Redemption players? I've been wanting to play that. I've never played it, though. As Purdy drops back, he's looking. Purdy moving to his left. Purdy fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Seattle. Nick Emenwari with the recovery as they'll have it at their own 41. And, yeah, you kind of just felt like it was all for naught. As there is the GM there. I think it was Schneider, I can't remember his name. He's pretty happy. 41-6 is your score. 9:12 left to go in the 4th quarter. Touchdown Turkey had a bathroom break. No, he's still here. Everybody stay warm if y'all. Yeah, appreciate you, David. I'll see you tomorrow. Who would you like to see us to acquire and start as quarterback next season? Realistically, I mean, there's really nobody that's going to be available that's really going to move the needle. No one at all. Doc, play it way better than this. I mean, honestly, if I wasn't tired, I'd probably play a game. I'd probably play like Fortnite or something. I've been playing Apex a little bit. I actually got into Apex the last few weekends. I don't really play much. But that's been kind of fun. You know, just started playing. It's okay. It's not like prime Fortnite, but, you know, it's good. I don't know. San Francisco really not going to score again? I don't know, Blake. Mac is now in the microwave. Yeah. Let's see. Purdy blown up. Yep. CLC. No, we don't, Orville. We don't. We don't need him. We do not. Yeah, as far as, again, I honestly really want Rodgers back because, again, I mean, I don't know who else we're going to get next year. I mean, there's no one in the draft we're going to be able to get. I don't really like anyone in the draft, to be honest with you. Mendoza's the clear, obvious number 1 pick, but I don't really buy into him. I don't buy into a lot of the younger quarterbacks nowadays, essentially, to be honest. Mendoza, again, using a lot of RPO in college. You use a lot of RPO in college, which essentially most quarterbacks do. I got to question how you're going to develop at the NFL level. And then, of course, as free agents go, I mean, I think Malik Willis might be the big guy to get. I mean, you know, you look good for a few games. Do I want to throw all the money at him? No, I don't. I think that's a little aggressive, and I wouldn't be willing to do that personally. But I'm not the GM, so I don't know. But I would give Rodgers one more year. And, you know, under, of course, an offense that will probably open up. You'd have to imagine, right? You'd have to imagine that they're going to open up the offense and not be a conservative offense because, you know, Tomlin's gone. Especially if they get an offensive-minded head coach. You know that guy is going to want to put up points. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If someone like Malik Willis doesn't move the needle, might as well start Will Howard. Yeah, like I said, I was very impressed with Willis whenever he did play, but I just don't know about throwing all the money at him, you know. First and 10 at the 41, as looks like we have backups in for Seattle. This is Locke, and he hands it off, and he's not going to get much. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to see that was on the carry. That was Jones Jr. on the carry. You trust Simpson more than Frendoza, best quarterback? Will be some late round guy, probably. How about Willis or Mack? Yeah, like I said, I don't know about throwing the bag at those guys. They're going to be commanding probably 15, 20 million a piece. I don't know if I'd really. I know that's cheap for a quarterback nowadays, but I don't want to do that. I don't know if I'd be willing to do that personally. Second and 10 at the 41 as Locke is under center. And Locke hands it off up the middle. This is Jones Jr., and he's not going to get much. He's brought down after a gain of 2. So they're just moving out. See if we draft Ty Simpson. No, we're not. 49ers. Yeah, that's Beers losing your bubbles. That is tough, Jeremy. Malik for the Colts. But yeah, I think he has potential. Of course, that brought back the old conversation, Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis in the draft. If the Steelers picked Malik Willis, the Steelers would have ruined Malik Willis too. So I think that conversation just, again, that's a crazy talk. I don't think Malik would have developed. He would look like the Titans, Malik Willis, really. 3rd and 7 at the 43 as he hands it off. This is Jones Jr., and he's not going to get much as he's brought down for a loss of 1, and Seattle will have to punt. Broncos need Locke back. They do, right? Yeah. Think he'd be good on the Colts, possibly. What a close game. Jeremy, this is as close as can be, to be honest with you. 35-point game, you're still trucking. I don't know about that, Al. I'm about to fall asleep. I appreciate you, man. Again, make sure to put a W in the chat for Al. Thank you for the $5, sir. I really do. You guys, again, are legendary and just awesome. I really am thankful for you guys. Dixon is ready to punt things away as there's the snap, and here is the punt as Dixon boots it. And that is going to be fielded at the 13s, at the 15, stumbling forward and not going to get much as he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that is where the 49ers will begin their drive. Burrow's a Steeler? Yeah, it's not going to happen. Let's see here. W's again. Appreciate you guys. See us going for Diego? No, we're not. Diego Papian. How about Daniel Jones? Yeah, I don't really. I've never been a Jones guy. Never been on board with Jones. How are you tired? Are you casual, not staying at 1 a.m. every night? Yeah, believe it or not, Quantavion, no. 1st and 10 at the 19, under center. This is Jones. Mac Jones in the game. Hands it off to James, who crosses the 20, brought down at the 23. So it looks like both teams just ready to get this one over with. W Dono. Again, appreciate you guys. Again, in the future, so, that is the goal. I'm going to kind of turn it into pretty much essentially once baseball season hits, any donations will be going towards a like a you make the call type of thing. It's kind of like what JG9 does. So I'll have a list of games. As Jones drops back, he's looking over the middle, throws. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Bourne. Batted away, incomplete. So I'll have a list of games, probably like 2 or 3 games. And essentially, that money will go towards a game that you pick. And the winner of that week will be essentially, again, what I call. So you guys will make the call for one game. It'll just do 1 game a week. On Saturday, we'll just have the kitty go up until that Friday, I guess. And then the same for football next year. You guys will be calling the game opposite of the Steelers window, so that's how it'll go. 3rd and 5 at the 24. As Jones moving to his right. Jones is going to run, and he breaks a tackle. Look at Jones go, and that is a San Francisco 49er first down as Jones with the most exciting play of the 49ers this entire game. Put backups in. They did, Tropic. They finally did. They finally put Jones in, yep. So what about last year on the Vikes? Are you talking about Jones? Daniel Jones? This is where the running clock would be nice. Yeah. Would be. I'd agree with that. First and 10 to 31 as Jones drops back. He's looking. Pump fakes, throws. It's caught at the 34, and he's tackled immediately. That is Brian Robinson with the catch. As, again, the 49ers trying to work some, last-second magic here, Driving down the field and score a last-second touchdown would be epic. As Jones drops back, heavy pressure. He steps up, throws, caught at the 35, and then it's going to be ripped out of bounds immediately for a gain of 1, setting up a 3rd and about 6. The Steelers game. No, you don't know. No, I mean, the Steelers are going to be called every time. But again, you guys, whenever the Steelers window is, whatever the opposite window is, you'll be able to vote on the select. Again, I don't know if I have every single game up there, but I'll have, most of them, if not all of them. So, no. But yeah, going to call every Steelers game, you know it. 3rd and 6 at the 35. Jones drops back. He's looking over the middle. He floats it down the left side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Juwan Jennings. Unable to connect there. As it's going to be 4th and 6, and you have to imagine they're going to punt. Hate to pile on the Eagles, but should feel even more embarrassed. Yep. What's McCaffrey's total yardage? Give me a sec. 49ers will be punting. McCaffrey, 35 rushing yards, and then 39 receiving. So what is that? That's 74. 74 total yards. All the starters watching from the sidelines. Yep. Everyone's watching the backups play. This is preseason football. There is the punt as Morstead boots it away. And that is going to be fair caught at the 13. And that is where Seattle will take over with 4:23 left to go in this one. Darnold crumbles. Darnold's look all right. Again, he hasn't really had to do much tonight, so we'll look to see what he does next week. Again, they'll be hosting another game, and apparently it's going to be snowing, which would be pretty cool. Snowing in Seattle. I don't think I've ever seen that, to be honest with you. Again, most of the time it's really cold, but it's always raining. So I don't think I've ever seen Seattle snow. Get upset at 79. Yeah, just so that you're trying hard to make me laugh. Sorry, I'm so tired. I don't think I can laugh at anything here. 1st and 10 at the 14. Locke is under center, receiver left, 2 receivers to the right as it's a toss down the right side at the 10. 15 tackled at the 21-yard line. Trying to say that was Jones Jr. with the carry. Back with a new name. Your lucky butterfly's not here. She hasn't checked in forever. Pittsburgh fan too. I like your back wall. My sister's 49ers fan. It's been a rough week for us, hasn't it? It's been a rough week for the Steelers, and then, of course, for the 49ers. Eddie, it is tough. It is brutal being us, and, of course, now your sister. 2nd and 3 at the 20. Actually, it's 2nd and 4 because they have to get to the 24 as Locke hands it off up the middle. This is Jones up the middle. Not going to get much. Going to get maybe a yard or so. Again, I apologize. I'm mailing it in here in the last few minutes. I am again tired and just ready for this game to conclude. Oh, my gosh. But I appreciate you guys again for tuning in. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for putting up with my terrible, terrible game. Of course, the NFL didn't help with this 35-point game, but, I should be better. But, of course, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Again, we got 2 games for you tomorrow. Texans, Patriots, and, of course, the Bears hosting the Rams. As it's 3rd and 1, they need to get to the 24. Hands it off up the middle, and he's leaning. Jones fighting, but not going to get there as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. And Seattle will most likely punt it away. But again, hopefully you guys will join me then. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. If you do like me when I'm tired and a blowout, then you'll love me when I have full of energy and it's a close game. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 6,150 subscribers. That would be a pretty cool way to end the day and maybe make a push for 6,200 tomorrow before the national championship. Would be pretty great. So again, thank you guys for hanging out in this blowout of a game, as there is the punt. And that is going to be fielded at the 25. Trying to reverse field. This is Moore. 2-minute warning will hit after this, so Moore's doing the Lord's work. He's still on his feet, trying to break free. And he is tackled at the 21-yard line. So 1:54 left to go, and that will probably take us to the end of the game. Whenever we do come back, 3 runs should do it. 41-6. Seattle with a dominating performance of San Francisco. Again, San Francisco has been beat up the entire year. Of course, again, they found out that whole thing with the electrical thing next to their practice field might be injuring players. And again, they've had the injuries for years now. So, not a surprise. Maybe that does impact them. But, of course, Seattle with a dominating performance and looking like they deserve that number 1 seed. And appreciate you, Abraham. Appreciate it. Trey Lance for the Steelers. I'm good. Eli Manning's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Easy. Yeah, he's Hall of Very Good. Jack Plummer, Steelers quarterback. No. I'm pulling for any kid of a football player. Well, actually, that's not true. Jones hands it off up the middle at the 20, 25. And brought down at the 27-yard line. That's crazy. I just lied. I caught myself, though. So a gain of 6. What a game here. What a game, Jeremy. It's been just a great game. Do the Hawks look that good, or is San Francisco that bad? Seattle's that good, honestly. 2nd and 3 as Jones hands it off up the middle, trying to find some space as he's going to be tackled around the 30-yard line. Going to give him about 2. Red Dead Redemption. Maybe one day for sure. You got a big day tomorrow. I'm checking out. Appreciate you, Jeremy. You have a good night. Charles Whitehorse, better than I'm not too sure who that is. Not too sure who that is. Kyler Murray, Steelers quarterback. Yeah, I've seen that. For some reason, JG9, who of course is a big YouTuber here, he really thinks the Steelers are going to get Kyler Murray. I don't see how he sees that. 3rd and 1. They need a yard for a brand new set of downs as Jones hands it off up the middle. He's got the first down. Look at that. San Francisco keeping the drive alive with 30 seconds left to go. And that would surprise me if that's it. That is it. 41-6. What a blowout. So look at that. The Steelers get blown out, but then 49ers one-up them, losing by 35 points. Unfortunate for Seattle. So that will conclude the 49ers season. The Seattle Seahawks moving on to their 5th NFC championship game. And they had one with the AFC. All right, so Buffalo, it's going to be 3-2 when I call a game. Denver 2-1, and then for Seattle is now 8-1 when I call a game for them. San Francisco falls to 6-2. That is how their season ends for me. Kyler be a Steeler? No. Kyler Murray is a good idea for the Steelers? No, it's not going to happen. Kyler Murray is not a Steeler. Let's see. Enjoy your game today. Both games. Appreciate you, Abraham. Appreciate you guys. You just joined. Well, we're about to sign off because I am dead. And maybe we can save the after party Q&A for tomorrow because, yeah, I'm pretty tired. And hopefully, again, the Rams-Bears game is nothing like this because if it is, then it'll be the same thing. I'll be dead. Sanchez better than Purdy? He stabbed this guy. Is Carr still wanting to quarterback? I don't think so. Thank you, Dr. Clay. Still great. Say it on your wife. I will. Appreciate you, Miss Tammy. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys later. And again, I will, I don't know what else to really say. I'm pretty tired. But thank you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully, I'll see you for tomorrow's games. We should have a good couple of games. We'll see. Texans with that defense, and again, they'll take on the upstart Patriots, who look to have found their ways again. And, of course, the Rams with that offense traveling to Chicago. But it's going to be a snow game. Snow games for both of them. I don't know if they're going to update the brackets here, but yeah, there you can see it again. The top brackets completed. Broncos again over the Bills 33-30, and the 49ers falling to Seattle 41-6. Just a blowout and a half. But that will do it for me. I will catch you guys later. You guys all have a great rest of your nights, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.